You in the lab, Damo?
Hey man, you gotta get that Wimby bill right.
I feel it. Oh, so you about to dye the hair too?
Already got blonde afro, bro. I ain't taking the game serious.
Watch out. Yeah, I was about to say, watch out. You might get criticized up here.
I ain't taking the game for real, man.
Mm-hmm. I want to start by saying thank you to Aaron Rodgers for reminding everybody that 39 years old is ancient. And stop thinking that you can play to 39, 40 years old and still be awesome. No. Thank you, Aaron Rodgers, for reminding us that old is old. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you.
I just want to thank Aaron Rodgers for proving my point in the fact that Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback in the division. Like I said, and people call me crazy. Because it dang sure ain't Josh Allen.
Two of him for real.
Absolutely.
Yes. And he got them two cheaters with him. Two of them, not one, two.
Oh, yeah, people forget about Jalen Waddle. Because Tyreek Hill goes so crazy, people forget about Jalen Waddle. Can't disrespect Waddle like that.
Yeah, but before we get too deep in the NFL talk, I do want to say right after this show, we got a show called Open Field. It's similar to Open Gym where you can go up and you could debate with J. Robert, you could debate Bama about who's the best quarterback, who's the best team, who's the worst team, who you hate, who you like, all of that good stuff, everything football. Tap into that right after the panel. But, fellas, today we are talking about the Memphis Grizzlies. They got high hopes in Memphis, but they got some things they got to work out. And they got some concerns stemming from last year that are probably going to carry over to this next year. But we'll get to that. Y'all send in some super chats, man. Give us some topics. Give us some things to talk about. It's been a while since we really dove deep into the super chat world. So y'all send through any topics that y'all want us to talk about. We definitely going to touch down on them. Mars, you ready for Open Gym today? Word on the streets is that you're basically pulling a solo act. You don't have your Klay Thompson.
I basically pull a solo act anyway, but I guess.
So this like 2000. What year was that? 2021.
Sure. I mean, people. I don't know if anyone really considered it a duo before, but.
That's heat. What's going on, Chill? How you living today?
Running good, brother. Running good. Let's do it.
Cool, fellas. Right off the top. I got a couple questions for everybody up here. So, stemming off what Dillon Brooks did last year, do you think that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to miss his production?
I think they're going to miss his defense. I don't think they're going to miss the shots he took. I mean, you can get somebody else to come in there and put up threes on that team. Hell, Marcus Smart can go up there and give you inconsistent three-point shooting. But in terms of the defense, I mean, yeah, they got Marcus Smart, but I don't think – I mean, obviously Marcus Smart, tremendous defender, but it's just not the same, I guess, as the Dillon Brooks. They did get a tremendous defender back from Boston, but they'll miss the attitude he brings, if anything.
Where is that defense now, if you would like to tell the audience?
Hey, on the team that's winning 40 games this year.
H-Town. Nice. There we go. Nice. Good work.
Yes,
they will miss Dillon Brooks. Yes, they will miss Dillon Brooks.
I'm really interested to see Houston this year more than anybody, to be honest with you, because Mars has all he's been talking about is Houston. I think they were the worst team in the Western Conference last year, and they go from being the worst team in the Western Conference to possibly making the playoffs. And Jalen Green has to show me something serious, because all Mars talks about is Jalen Green this and Sagoon that, which I think Sagoon is really good, but I got to pay more attention. I'm gonna definitely be watching the Houston Rockets more this year than I watched them. I watched them last year more than I watched Detroit. Detroit was a tough watch, but I'm gonna be watching the Houston Rockets more this year than I've ever watched them since they had Elijah on. Even when they had James Harden, I ain't watching them that much. But I'm gonna be watching them more this year, simply off the strength of you telling me basically that they could very well be a playoff team this year.
We weren't worse than the Spurs, by the way. Just want to put that out.
I thought they were the worst team. I forgot about the Spurs. My fault.
The Spurs were worse than us. But yes, good. You're going to watch Houston.
I am.
You're going to see some real hoops. You're going to say Alperen Sengun's a top 10 big in the NBA. You're going to say Jalen Green's a top 10 shooting guard. You're going to say Amen Thompson is Magic Johnson with athleticism and defense.
I'm 100% confident I'm not going to say that. I'm not on the fence about that. I'm 100% confident I won't say that that Amen Thompson is Magic Johnson. I'm 100% confident I won't
with
say
athleticism and defense.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident I won't say that. So, and the fact that they got a new coach, I think that's going to help more than anything because he's going to bring the discipline that they didn't have. Dillon Brooks, on the other hand, like we get a lot of people roasting Dillon Brooks because of his antics, and we forget that Dillon Brooks was an all-league defender last year. I think he's a starter on a playoff team. His game translated from when he was in college at Oregon. He was a defender in college. He could knock down an open shot when necessary. He can't do that as much in the pros because the antics that he has, that kind of gets away from him. But for the most part, I think he's a starter on a playoff team. He brings a necessary toughness that a lot of teams don't have, and he's going to bring that in Houston. He brought that in the FIBA World Cup games with the Canadian national team. And Dillon Brooks is the guy that you hate playing against him, but you want him on your crew.
Isn't it funny how Dillon Brooks' antics became a problem when he went at a certain someone? Because people didn't have a problem with his antics when Memphis were chirping with Golden State. Dillon Brooks been talking for 4 years.
I had a problem with his antics. I did. I absolutely did.
The masses didn't have a problem until they started chirping at he who must not be named for this show.
When he ended up clotheslining Gary Payton Jr. and breaking his arm, I
doubt about that.
I wasn't cool with that dude at all. I thought that was whack on his part. And to your point, Mars, he poked the wrong bear. I mean, if we're gonna call it what it is, he did, and he poked the wrong bear. He's been quote unquote. He's right when he said he poked bears, and he's done that in the past. That's not new. He's always been that guy that's been in other guys' faces. And you saw what happened. He got into the fight with Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland. So he's always been that guy who's quote unquote poked bears. He just poked the wrong bear. That's all.
I like the antics. I will say that foul on Gary Payton, that's not basketball. That I don't respect that dirty play.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But the antics, like I like when Lance Stevenson was going at people. I like when Dennis Rodman does it. Like, give yourself a little mental edge. Like I think that's part of the game. I don't like how people demonize people who do those things, like Patrick Beverley. Like when it becomes you're doing non-basketball things and you're a dirty player, Grayson Allen, those type of people, no room for that in the game. But when you're just trying to get in people's head, I think that's perfectly fine. I know why people got mad at Dillon Brooks for it, but I think it's weird. Now, if you have a problem with the fact that he takes 15 shots a game and can't shoot, that's a different story, because I hope he doesn't do that for us.
Well, he is.
We don't. Ime's going to calm him down. He's not going to be taking these stupid pull-up shots. He's going to be cool. But I will say Memphis, their offense was so bad that I think Dillon Brooks tried to convince himself they needed his shot making. I have faith in Houston. We won't require that.
But I don't think it's a problem either, Mars, with him taking – I don't have a problem with him taking 15 shots when he's 9 for 15. I got a problem with him taking 15 shots and only getting 15 points. You don't need that many shots to score that many points, okay? Being that kind of player, I don't need that many shots. I'm clearly unproductive if I'm going 4 for 15 and 1 for 7 on the long ball. Well, I should probably be taking better shots. And I think a lot of times, too, when he was in Memphis – Ja isn't the shot creator for other people that I would like him to be. Like I think that Desmond Bane was in a position where, and we'll get to Memphis in a little bit, but I think Desmond Bane was in a position where he was a catch and shoot guy, but he was able to create his own shot. I think Ja could have done a better job at creating better shots for guys like Dillon Brooks, because Dillon Brooks isn't a very good shot maker. I mean, shot creator. So I think he could have done a better job in creating better shots for him. That's would explain why a lot of times you saw him going, 4 for 15 or 6 for 20. And there's no reason why he should be taking 20 shots, none whatsoever. So I think that him being in Houston, I think that offense is going to be a little bit different, where he can get himself more involved with better shot creators. Like, Fred VanVleet? I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why his name escapes me. But guys like Fred VanVleet and guys like that, where maybe they can create more shots for him, as opposed to him having to just basically create his own offense, because that's where he gets himself in trouble. He's not a very good one-on-one player at all. No, he is not. No, he is not. If you notice, they don't dial up his number ever. And the reason why they don't dial up his numbers is because that's not his game. He's not a guy that we're running isolations for or pin downs and him coming off screens and hitting shots. He's a guy that a lot of kick and drive, that sort of stuff, and in transition and an energy guy. So that's where his shots need to come from, as opposed to him taking shots where he's taking threes in transition. No, you should not be shooting that. No.
So you think Fred VanVleet's a better playmaker than Ja Morant, or he's just better for guys like Dillon Brooks?
I think he's better for guys like Dillon Brooks, because when I think about Ja, I think Ja's a damn good passer, and I think he's a damn good playmaker. But Ja, I think he looks for his offense a lot more than VanVleet does. And I think that's largely due to VanVleet being a rotation guy. With VanVleet being a rotation guy when he first started, he looked to get off the basketball and looked to get other guys involved. Ja came in as a scorer and a bucket getter. And I think he looks to get his offense more than he looks to get other guys off and get guys in spots where they can score. I think VanVleet being the vet, I think he could do a better job at that than Ja does.
I hope you're right. I'm not very high on Fred VanVleet. Especially the recent version of Fred VanVleet that to me has been a shot chucker. Mm-hmm. Now, is that because Toronto don't have many self-creators, so he has to take on that role? I hope so, because I don't want to see him shooting 10 threes a game and shooting like 35%. I don't want that. So I hope he does fall back into the more facilitation role and get the actual good scorers involved. Mm-hmm. But I do have slight concerns that making 40 million, he might think he needs to justify that by taking 20 shots a game. So it'll be interesting to see, but I hope he does be the playmaker that we need.
He is going to think that too, by the way, Mars, strictly off the strength that he's making $40 million or making $80 million. I mean, $40 million a season. He is going to think that on some level, but I think that Ime Udoka is going to, I think he's going to rein that in. I think they just got tired of what was going on in Toronto. I think it ran its course with Nick Nurse. So it's kind of like it went in one ear and out the other. I think the new voice that he's going to be being coached under, I think he'll be more receptive to that.
I don't think that's going to be the case. I think a lot of players in the league right now understand the path that Jalen Green's on, and a lot of NBA players. I mean, I know the perception from the fans might be one thing with Jalen Green.
He's been working out with Devin Booker and KD. They know.
Yeah, like a lot of NBA players, like a lot of the actual players know Jalen Green is actually, they would consider him one of the young guys that's going to be a guy. They have faith in him. So I think Fred VanVleet, as soon as he gets there, what do you see? Him working out, running hills, or whatever they're doing in offseason with Jalen Green. I know we had the conversation on that could be for marketing. That could be something that always happened. They just didn't film it. But I would think that you getting a big contract and you go into this guy's team, and now you, especially after the clips that came out of him and Josh Christopher, you immediately going and working out with the guy as soon as you get on the team. That shows that you have some level of respect for him. So I don't think he's going to feel like, oh, I get 40 million, I'm taking all the shots. No, I think there's an understanding that, hey, I'm coming to the team that you were on. You're a young up-and-coming guy. I think at the bare minimum, they're splitting shots. I think he had the mindset, we're both going to get our shots up. Like I'm trying to think of a system with two scoring guards that split the shooting role.
Steph and Clay.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be Steph and Clay, but in terms of just splitting the shooting responsibilities, I think he has
Cade and Jaden Ivey in Detroit.
Hey, you know me, I'm still needing to see that. I'm still on the Trey Jalen train.
Damon CJ?
Damon CJ is actually pretty perfect. But just like Damon CJ, split the responsibility. They have that respect for each other. So I don't think it's gonna be a case where he feels he has to take 30 shots. Dillon Brooks feels he has to take 20 shots. I think them young guys earned their respect, and they're going to earn their respect in training camp. They're going to get – Sengun is going to have to get the ball, whether it's for playmaking or him scoring. Sengun's got to get it, and Jalen Green's going to have to get buckets as well. So I think it's going to be in some way a limited – I mean, I think it's not going to be as bad as people think with VanVleet and Dillon Brooks.
I think the difference, though, Damo, is, you don't pay guys $40 million to just be vets. No, we can get cheaper guys to just be vets. He's being paid $40 million not to just be a vet. He's being paid $40 million to produce. I mean, I think he was 19-6 last year in Toronto. Well, he's going to be on a bit of a worse team. Maybe he can make them better. Maybe he can make them better than what was going on in Toronto. and that's why I said I'm gonna be watching the Houston Rockets a lot more this season. But the fact that he's gonna be making the kind of money that he's making, I mean, they ain't bringing him in at $40 million for him to be a vet. Same logic with Dillon Brooks. I mean, at $20 million, they're not bringing him in to just be a vet who was a starter on a playoff team. Even though I'm a big fan of Jabari Smith, I think that he's coming in there to be an integral part of what they're doing, and he knows that. And I think that him playing his game is going to be encouraged.
I think it depends on the situation that you're in and what team you are. With the Rockets being the bottom feeders for the last couple of years and being in a situation where there was no guidance, no system, no nothing for that team, I think you do go out there, especially when you have the capital to do it and all of your best, your young cores all in their rookie deals. You have the money to be like, all right, we're going to overspend to get guys not to just be vets, but to be vets that are actually going to be able to play with you as well. So Dillon Brooks, they might have got Dillon Brooks to come on his team, really be a defender and a vocal and an actual leader for this team, not just a guy on the bench, not an Iguodala or Udonis Haslem, a vet on the bench being a leader, like a guy that's going to be in the trenches with you in the game being a leader. I don't think they're getting them there to be like, okay, you was on a playoff team, you need to give me those 15 shots. I know that might have been his mindset or what he thought, but we've seen historically, motherfuckers lie. Teams lie. Westbrook came to LA and it was based on lies. People go to different situations and lies are told. So I feel like I'm kind of with you, OG, but at the same time, I can see a world where the Rockets really did pay Van Fleet $40 million to get a men ready, to get Jalen Green a little more competent guard play at the starting guard. Like, to be a leader, like paid that much money to get these guys to be some form of leaders for this young team.
And even then, Chill, how much are you expecting Fred VanVleet to carry? I'm expecting him to bring championship experience, definitely steady the point guard position, show him in some things, show Jalen some things. But really, like, I'm going to tell you what Fred VanVleet need to do. He need to give Jalen Green the ball and get the hell out the way.
It's not going to be that simple. Even though that should be the plan, like the offense should run through Jalen Green and Sagoon, that should be the plan, only except that's not going to be the plan. And knowing Fred VanVleet, who I think he could be better for guys like Dillon Brooks as a playmaker, better for guys like Jabari Smith as a playmaker. He falls in that trap of being a bad shot taker as a lead guard, and that could throw your offense right off. And that could just throw a monkey wrench in your offense. And if he can tone that down, I think that they could be a lot better. And I know we ain't supposed to be talking about Houston just yet, but I know Mars is loving this. But
you know, Chip, I don't think
that Pop Mars kept the Houston conversation going.
Yeah. I don't think his shots are going to be as bad. You know what I'm saying? With like I don't think he's going to have to take as tough shots as bad shots as he had to previously with VanVleet on the team. I think it's going to open up Jalen's game a little bit.
Who are you talking about? Jalen? You talking about Jalen Green? Okay.
Yeah, I think even with a men too. I know he's a youngster still, and he doesn't have like the experience like that yet. But I think bringing his game as well as Fred VanVleet's game, I think this is going to be finally where Jalen Green can finally start taking steps forward. Because I mean, I'm really big on Jalen, and I just think he's just had to do too much.
Yeah, and that's everybody over there too, though. All the young players getting better. Sengun getting a year older. Tari Eason getting a year older.
I love Tari Eason.
What's his name? Mars.
Trevor
Ariza. Trevor Ariza getting a year better. All of those guys getting a year
Mars,
better.
you underselling him, though. You are underselling Jabari Smith. He is better.
I will say Summer League moved me a little bit. Summer League moved me a little bit. We might be at Otto Porter Jr.
Oh. No, he better than him too. No.
Oh, whoa. Respect Otto Porter.
I respect Otto Porter, but I think I think he could be better than him too. I think you underselling Jabari Smith.
If he's a healthy Otto Porter Jr. consistently, I'll take it.
If y'all got Jordan, Magic, and Otto Porter Jr., that might be the best big three I ever seen.
And Baby Jokic. Don't forget Baby Jokic.
I might say,
Baby Jokic.
Sengun is actually like no jokes aside, he is like junior Jokic. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
He might be baby Sabonis. I don't know if he's junior.
Nah. You've seen him working with Olajuwon, so he's gotten better. I just feel like with that offense that they need to get him more involved. Now, I will tell you this, Mars, with him working with Olajuwon, I'd like to see him become a better defender this season, and I'd like to see him become a better.
There's not much hope for that.
I'm not asking him to be Olajuwon now. Let's make sure we clear on that. I'm not asking him to be that good, but I would like to see him be a better glass cleaner. I would like to see him move his feet a little bit more in the paint and be a better defender than what he already is, because that's going to make you guys better. And I think Ime is going to demand that from him too.
Is he small? Is Sengun little?
No, apparently he grew to 6'11", but how much better do you expect him to be? Because at right now he's already at like 8 and 9 boards a game. Like how much better?
How much better?
His rebounding is like, I don't want to go back to the Kareem thing. It's like he's the closest to the rim, so he's getting them, but his rebounding in traffic isn't great. He gets boxed out a bit too easily. If the rebound isn't right in his vicinity, he doesn't really get to it. Like there's ways in which he can improve. Now, do I think he's going to be like 12 rebounds a game? No, but I just think like the small fundamentals is where he can get better. Right. So even if he still averages 9, it might be a more impactful 9, if you get what I'm saying.
It might be like a Hassan Whiteside empty rebound.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's a bad rebounder. I'm just saying like there's little things that I think he could be better at, and that's like what I'm.
Because if I've seen some Houston games, I watch him rebound, and like if you block him out, he doesn't slip blockouts, he doesn't push in the paint, he doesn't rebound in traffic, which is kind of ironic because he works with Olajuwon, who did that all the time. And once again, I'm not expecting him to be Olajuwon, but I do expect him working with Olajuwon to be a little bit tougher. Right. And learning stuff like being able to slip blockouts and knowing how to get inside to be able to rebound or chase long rebounds. Because a lot of times I've seen him where a rebound could go over his head, where he could actually get to it and it'll go over his head and he'll just be stuck back in transition. And I'm thinking to myself, that hustle isn't there for him as a rebounder. So I would like to see that improve from him. That's going to make them better as a unit if he could be a better rebounder. And I think that's going to also, and one more thing, Ron, I think that's also going to help Jabari Smith being a better defender. I think that's going to help Sengun be a better rebounder because he's going to get a lot of one-on-one. I feel like he's going to get a lot of one-on-one matchups in the paint in terms of rebounding.
Yo, Damo, who do you think is going to have a better season this year? Your boy up in Detroit, big fella, Jalen, or Sengun?
Sengun.
I've
already been on record saying which I think they'll do, in order for the Rockets to win 40 games, Sengun and Jalen Green both have to have damn near all-star level years and take that type of a leap. I don't think Jalen Duren is going to be even though it's in the East, I don't think he's going to be an all-star level center just yet his second year. And I think Sengun will make an argument in terms of being an all-star level big. So yeah, Sengun.
So you think he takes that type of leap?
Yes, I do think him and Jalen Green both take that type of leap. Yeah.
All right, fellas. Before we get too deep into the Rockets, and that was just a sneak preview of Friday's episode. Yeah, sorry, Mars.
When are we doing the Spurs?
Thursday.
I mean, Ron, do we even have to do the Rockets now? I think we just covered everything right there.
Okay. The Kings got a whole episode. We got an episode.
It's not the same thing. Yeah, y'all got to come back to glory, Morris.
Hey, we were in the conference finals in 2018.
We're talking about today, Morris.
Hey, I don't care. We were in the conference finals in 2018.
Yo, but back to my initial question. I want to hear from you, Ox, and Ticket. I want to holler at you. Ticket, do you think that the Memphis Grizzlies will miss Dillon Brooks?
No.
They won't.
They'll be better without him. He's overhyped. They'll be better without him. Again, they got Marcus Smart. So he fills in the bull job and brings you more than what Dillon Brooks gave. I mean, he's a better three-point shooter at this point. He's just a better offensive basketball player than him. And he's a former defensive player of the year. The shit is elementary. So, I mean, you take away a dude that was bloviated, that talked a lot of shit and did nothing in the end, and you put in a guy who's actually won a Defensive Player of the Year award, who's a way better three-point shooter and way better offensive player at this point in his career right now, way more efficient than what Dillon Brooks is. No, they're not going to miss him. As soon as they get job back, they're rolling. So, I mean, you went and got D Rose. D Rose is going to give you probably about 10, 12 points off the bench. He's going to play a bigger role. That's why he went over there. So he's going to give you about 10 and 12 points. Guys think that D Rose was finished just because Jalen Brunson got the big contract and D Rose had to sit on the bench. D Rose is averaging, 18 the year before that. And so when Brunson comes along, they give him that deal. Well, he got paid the money. He's the future. So D Rose's role automatically got stunted. I still think last year D Rose could have gave you 14, 15 points. But I think in a role this year and around 20 minutes that he'll play, he'll give you around 10 to 12 points a game. And that's coming off the bench when Ja comes back. But he'll have some games here and there where you're like, oh man, D Rose looks solid tonight. He got 18, 19 points a couple nights. But no, they won't miss him. They got the way better player. Marcus Smart is way better. There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Dillon Brooks, he scored 39 against Team USA's C team. You won't never see him do that in this whole NBA season. He won't score 39. So yeah.
Talking about him like he wasn't all NBA defender is crazy.
I just don't like him. I mean, do I have to like him?
No,
you might like cornbread.
No,
you might like cornbread. You might like cornbread. You might like ketchup. You might like.
You don't.
I'm saying I don't like his game. I don't respect his game because that first team all defensive shit. Where was it at when he was talking to a 38-year-old LeBron James and did nothing and got humiliated? Well, right. You can't talk like that and then say you're this, say you're that, and then when it's time to show it, you don't show it. He didn't show it in the playoffs. In the playoffs, he completely melted under the pressure, so he means nothing to me. I've seen Marcus Smart go to the NBA Finals with teams. There's levels to this. So don't tell me you first team all defense. Then when you start, hold on. Don't tell me you first team all defense. Then when you start playing against some real hitters, your ass disappeared. That's exactly what happened last year. No excuses.
Fair.
It's a lot of players that fold, though.
Nah, ain't a lot of players that fold like that. Tell me a lot of players that talk shit like that.
You talk shit though, Ron.
That nigga folded, Ron. Come on, Ron. Stop capping, nigga. Who folded like that, Ron? Who folded like that? Who folded? That nigga said he wanted all the smoke. He said he wanted all the smoke, and this when I knew he was a coward. When I seen the hidden tape that LeBron walked right up to his face before the game and said, "What's that shit you was talking?" And that nigga ain't say nothing. And then he went out in the game and got torched. He absolutely got annihilated. And then how many bricks did he shoot from three Chilltown? He couldn't even hit the rim. They was in there. They dogged that fool on both ends. Come on, man. I don't want to hear that all. When you all defense, you stand on that. You stand on that. And I mean that. Monique, you can roll your eyes and look up to the sky all you want. No, you can make as many videos as you want.
But don't address it.
It depends on who you run your mouth to. Yeah, when you run your mouth, you got to back it up. You have to back it up. When you yapping, and if you notice, there's certain dudes who run their mouth to certain people. You can't run your mouth to everybody, right? And Dillon Brooks, like he's a yapper, no question about that. But that's because of that team that he on. That's because it's not just because of him. It's that team that he's on. The leader of that crew in Ja Morant is a yapper. A lot of tough talk, a lot of empty promises. And that resonated through the whole crew. You saw what happened with these dudes. I'm fine in the West. Not only am I fine in the West, we'll win game 7. Well, first and foremost, Desmond Bain, you've never been in a game 7. I don't even remember. Not only have you never been in a game 7, you've never been in pressure situations like this. We will win game 7. Are you sure that you?
Chill. What is he supposed to say though? Like, is he supposed to say?
Nothing. How about that, Dillon? How about that?
But if they ask him the question, who do you got to worry about in the West? You want him to? Oh, we got to worry about Jokic. We got to worry about Steph. No, man. What's wrong with being confident in your game? Like,
there's nothing wrong with being confident. There's nothing wrong with being confident in your game, Damo. I'm confident in my game, but with that being said, who do you have to worry about? Ticket brings this, and Big Ox brings that. The idea that I'm fine out here, like none of these dudes can't see me. Really? Or you think so? So when he said stuff like that, these dudes like Luka, Joker, Steph Curry, these dudes is licking their chops. Like, this dude really think that we just nothing out here. We just pushovers that he could just walk right by when he's proven nothing in the league. By the way,
that's even better for the game. That gives.
Absolutely, it is.
Sure, that's great.
100%.
I'm with you, Chill. That's my whole point about it. Like they say, he first team all defense. Well, you got to stand on that. I can't remember a player that was first team all defense that got humiliated like that, except for the dudes over there. And then you said something about Ja talking, but Chill. At least Ja go out there and give you 30 on a effed up hand. At
So
least
are you
you're
not
still
are you not rocking with
gonna
Drew, are you not rocking with Drew Holiday no more? Is Drew Holiday a bum now because
He
Jimmy
definitely
Butler put
folded
them
against
buns
Jimmy
on him?
Butler. Yeah.
I just
No,
want
no,
to know.
what I'm saying is
Let's keep the same energy for
I'm not
everybody.
saying he. No,
Okay,
I'm
Hold on.
saying
first
that
and foremost,
he's
first and
talking.
foremost,
It's
Drew
not
Holiday.
first and foremost
No,
because
Big Ox. That's
this
not the
my
same
thing.
thing because Drew
How
Holiday
about
was
when
not out here. No, he wasn't.
when you ask that
Drew Holiday
question,
was
man,
not out here yapping, talking about I'm gonna
it's
shut the
not.
door on Jimmy
It
Butler.
don't matter if you
No, he
yap or
wasn't
not.
doing that.
Well,
If you
Jimmy
can't,
cooked
you're
Drew
not-
twice as bad as Dillon Brooks.
So this is my thing. So Ron, when you ask the question, do I think Memphis lost anything with Dillon Brooks or whatever? They're gonna miss him. I'm not gonna take my personal feelings into account. I'm not worried about what this man do off the court. That means nothing to me. So I'm not gonna be sensitive when I answer the
Well,
question.
let me answer the question.
Right.
Since he presented the question, that was a great question.
So I'm not gonna be sensitive when I answer the question. I'm gonna keep
No,
the same
no.
energy with
You asked a
everybody.
question. Hold on. He asked a great question.
Hold on, I'm talking. I think Dillon
I
Brooks.
don't give a fuck if you talking, nigga. You ain't nobody.
I think Dillon Brooks.
You a little girl to me, boy. Period. Remember,
Man, why y'all always on this, man? Let's talk hoop.
Because he don't do no impulse control.
Y'all don't gotta come up here and do this every show. Let's talk hoop.
I'm trying to talk hoop. I can't. It's hard. It's hard to talk hoop when you can't talk. Literally can't talk. Every time I open my mouth, it's hold on. So, anyways, Dillon Brooks. I think they are going to miss something with Dillon Brooks. I do. Either way. If Marcus
put both of us out, Ron, because he cut me off when I was talking to Chill. Don't just put me out. Put both of us out if you're gonna put us out. I was talking to Chill, and he cut me off when I was answering Chill's question. He cut me off technically. Rewind it. I shut up and listened to y'all for the first 20 minutes, and he cut me off when I was talking to Chill.
I'm not doing this today, Ron.
That's the problem, Ron.
All right, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, get your ass out here.
No, you ain't going nowhere. Keep going.
Get his ass out here. Nah, that is corny. He do that shit. Y'all all do that shit to me, bro. I'm saying something to one person, and then 5 people jump on me all the time. I be tired of that shit, bro. I'm a grown man. I'm telling you what happened with this man asked me a question about Dillon Brooks. Then he want to come at me like they always do with something slick. Oh, what about Drew Holiday? I was talking to Chilltown about Dillon Brooks, but you want to show me up? Nah, man. I'm made in this shit, bro. I don't got to take that, bro. Like I said before, man. And y'all always talking about I'm running. He ran. Ron put me out the chat. I ain't run. I'm still here. He ran, and that's what he gonna do if he seen me in person on the court. He gonna run. The same way he ran when he was overseas, when he was playing like trash, averaging 8 points and 8 rebounds. He ran. See what I'm saying? And made excuses. But y'all want to talk about that. Like I said before, Chilltown, that man talked it and he didn't stand on business. He didn't. He did not stand on business. So when you're a first team all defender, and what is your key word? He didn't prove it. Well, guess what? Drew Holiday did prove it. Drew Holiday won a world championship. Drew Holiday ain't out here talking smack to people. So he get a benefit of the doubt. We've seen Drew Holiday play at that defensive level, and he's held that mountain for a long time as being one of the better defensive players in the league. So I don't want to hear that. And to the dude that says tick is a child in a grown man's body, your mother, nigga. Now sit down. Like I said before, I can get real nasty with y'all. Y'all get nasty with me and put it on the screen, I'm gonna answer it back. Don't get mad when I answer it back. When they bring that foolishness, Ron. Don't get mad because I can bring it too. See, because I wasn't bothering nobody. You asked me a question, I answered your question, and Bob cut me off. You understand? You said, didn't I run away from PC Weekend? No, I didn't run away from PC Weekend. Put some money up and I'll be there. Put some money up and I'll be there.
Again, when you're talking about the Memphis Grizzlies, their leadership is reflective of that crew. John Morant, don't get me wrong. I don't mind the dude that's doing this. And the reason why I don't mind a dude that's doing that is because dudes that do that, they deliver. So I come from that era of Bird, Jay, guys who yap a lot, but they show it to you too. So if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. You have to. So with a guy like John Morant telling us that, yo, I'm fine in the West. I like that, Brad. I do like when you brash, but what I don't like is I don't like when you don't deliver. And when you got dudes on your crew where it's a bunch of empty promises and a bunch of loud talk, it gets corny. And that's where I'm at with this Memphis Grizzlies team.
Jaren Jackson just did it, Chill. Jaren Jackson just did it before the game against Canada. He said, oh, I hope Dillon Brooks talking all that smack when we play. And then he played against 39.
And what happened? And what happened?
But then when we say something about this era, they'll come in and say, oh, y'all some haters. Or this whole comment section, oh, Ticket TV, you're a crybaby. I don't care about what none of y'all hoes say. Y'all still gonna listen.
Again, I don't mind. I want to make sure that I'm clear, Mars. I appreciate smack talk is part of basketball, right? that's part of the game. It makes the game interesting. It's not just about my game. It's also about me getting in your head too. And I was one of those players who, if I was busting your ass, I was gonna let you know about it, 100%. So a guy like Ja Morant, he has that kind of mantra where he's super confident. He knows what his game is, but there's certain people that you have to have a level of respect for, and to not have proven anything where you've gotten bounced in the playoffs multiple times early, and to say that I'm fine in the West with Luka running around, with LeBron James running around, with Steph Curry running around, with these guys running around, and for you to say that I'm fine in the West, like this is I'm at the mountaintop, and you haven't proven much, I think that's disrespectful, and that's where the respect factor needs to come in. And he got spanked. And bringing in Marcus Smart, bringing in Derrick Rose, that gives this team a level of humility. Because if we're gonna be honest, y'all dudes ain't done shit. Let's be honest about the shit. Y'all ain't done anything. Y'all got a bunch of loud talking dudes on the crew with a bunch of empty promises. Now Marcus Smart coming on the crew, what he on the crew for? Just so you guys know. Ja Morant is on his way out the league. We trying to save you. That's why Marcus Smart is here. That's why Derrick Rose is here. It's not just for him to be a backup 2 guard or a backup lead guard. We're trying to save Ja's career because Ja's on his way out the league. So we're trying to save this dude. And you need a guy like Marcus Smart in the locker room, not just as a presence in terms of vet leadership. You need a dude in the locker room that'll make it clear that, yo, I'll punch you in your face. And when you get something like that, when you have a guy like that, that respect comes in. And he might not do everything that Marcus Smart says, but he at least going to listen. And they need that. They need some direction, and they don't have it.
Because they got actually 2 guys that are both vets, but they both are kind of they're on 2 different ends of the spectrum. Like Marcus Smart is a dude, he'll get in your face and he'll be kind of flagrant with you. Whereas Derrick Rose, he more like laid back and more, mellow tone and stuff like that. So I think they both going to be able to resonate to not only just Ja, because obviously they play the point guard position, but let's not forget about, you just brought up Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson talking before the game. Keep in mind, like we talk a lot about Dillon Brooks, but Jaren Jackson's a part of that culture too. He's a part of that team. He's been on that team talking and yapping and doing all of that with them. So you got a guy like Jaren Jackson. You also got other young players. You got Desmond Bane, for instance, too. They can help him too. So I think those 2 additions are going to help a lot. But once again, I want to ask. So I asked, do we think that they'll miss Dillon Brooks? But do we think they'll miss Tyus Jones as well?
No.
And the steadiness that he brought with the second unit?
No, because they got those 2 guys. They got Marcus Smart and D Rose as backups. Either one of those dudes can hop on the point. We've seen Marcus Smart do it. He went to the NBA Finals. How they gonna miss him? How they gonna miss Tyus Jones when you got a dude who went to the NBA Finals? Then you have D Rose who has all the experience he has. So you can play him backup minutes. You ask him play starter minutes, you saying backup minutes. So no, I got a vet and I got a dude who's a younger vet who's been to the NBA Finals, who understands how to run a team, who understands how to run the point, even though he has had miscues at certain points deep in the playoffs, Chilltown. Yeah, I'll take that over Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones they ain't got nowhere with Tyus Jones now. So why would I? You know what I'm saying, Chill? I mean, Mars, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Which does make sense, but here's the difference, though. Now, Marcus Smart, I've never seen him in a backup role, so I don't know what he's going to look like as a backup. I've always seen him in the lead guard role. I've seen Tyus Jones in the backup role, and I think he might be the best backup lead guard in the game.
Oh, so you talking about backup on this team?
On Memphis.
No, he's starting. He's starting. I'm just talking about backing up. I'm talking about playing the backup point guard minutes to Ja.
That's what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. So when Ja comes back, right? So when Ja comes back, where does that leave him? Now he goes to the bench. I never seen Marcus Smart.
No, he goes to the 2.
So what
happens to Desmond Bane? So what happens to
Desmond Bane? They're gonna play him and Bane together. They're not bringing Marcus Smart to the bench.
Desmond Bane like 6'3".
Yeah, what happens to Desmond Bane?
They're gonna play them. They already said they're gonna play them together. The coach Taylor Jenkins said that.
Yeah, that could. So, oh God. Okay. Oh, that's
wow.
That might be worse than Steph's Chris Paul.
You didn't trade him because remember, you didn't trade for a guy who just went to the NBA Finals to bring him off the bench, Chill. That wouldn't make no sense.
Right, that part I understand, right?
So what I'm saying to you is when I say backup minutes, Chill, I mean they start together, D Rose is probably going to start playing backup minutes, but Marcus Smart is going to get other backup minutes as well at the point. He's going to see some minutes at the point. He ain't going to be like, I'm just coming off the bench behind you. See what I'm saying?
I'm looking at it from the aspect that Marcus Smart has been a starter, right? He's been a starter and for a long time. Now, Derrick Rose, who he didn't really play much last year in New York. So now he in Memphis, and now he's basically going to get thrusted into the role that you're talking about, where he's going to be basically Tyus Jones. So he's coming off the bench, and he's going to play what are we looking at, 10, 15 minutes a night?
15,
I don't
18 minutes.
I don't really think that's enough, to be honest with you, because if I'm moving Marcus Smart to the lead guard, if I'm moving Marcus Smart to the lead guard, and I'm gonna have Job play off the ball, then that means that Desmond Bane goes to the bench, who, by the way, we just paid, and we just paid him a lot of money. So if that's the case, right? If that's the case, somebody, I don't know what Desmond Bane is going to look like as a rotation player. Again, I know what Tyus Jones looks like as a rotation player. I know what he looks like as a backup lead guard. I think he's the best backup lead guard in the game. And I think that was something that they really – I seen Derrick Rose, but I'm seeing Derrick Rose on the other side. Like, it's not like Derrick Rose is a solid 20, 25 minutes a game, and I know I'm going to get 12 and 6, or I'm going to get 10 and 5, and I'm going to get a solid 25 minutes from him. There's still going to be a grace period. Is there going to be a grace period between him and both Marcus Smart getting onto this crew with these two guys already there with Ja Morant and Desmond Bane, especially when Ja comes back into the lineup? It's not like when Ja comes back into the lineup, they're going to ease him back in. They're throwing him right back in the lineup, especially considering where they might be. Like, let's say that Memphis is in 5th or 6th place. I don't think Ja is slowly getting integrated back into the lineup. No, they're throwing him right back in the lineup.
Hey, take one right. I didn't interrupt anybody. The fact is that my brother from another asked me a question. You can rewind the tape. Ron asked me a question. I was answering his question about Dillon Brooks. Chilltown made a comment, and I answered Chilltown's comment. And after I answered Chilltown's comment, sir, I was rudely cut off and asked a question about a different player that wasn't even involved named Drew Holiday. So before you lie on me, make sure you do your research and make sure you rewind the tape before you guys lie on me like y'all like to do on this channel. You know, and it's cool. I mean, I know y'all get off making me the bad guy. You understand? But at least tell the truth. If I'm going to be the bad guy, at least I'm going to stand on honor and truth and dignity and respect by being the bad guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, so obviously the Memphis Grizzlies, they got Marcus Smart, they got Derrick Rose, but my biggest thing is, so with the loss of Dillon Brooks, who starts at the 3? And Mars, you would just kind of alluded to they shouldn't start Marcus Smart just because, you know, you'll have two small wings essentially. But even in light of Ja Morant not being there, I'm assuming Marcus Smart's going to start, Desmond Bane. Who's that third starter alongside Jaren Jackson and Steven Adams?
It's thin, Mars.
This is why I think they're gonna miss Dillon Brooks.
It's thin at that small forward spot, Mars.
David Roddy doesn't move me. I didn't like what I saw from him as a rookie. Santi Aldama is bigger than I thought, so I don't think he can play the 3. Brandon Clark is injured, and he's definitely not mobile enough to play the 3. Luke Kennard, hell no.
They got John
Lofton. We already know Kenny Lofton ain't playing the 3.
Yeah, Kenny Lofton at the 3.
Yeah,
John Contra.
Yeah, and it's not like he's a bad player.
John Contra probably, to me, is the best option because I'm not starting Ja, Bane, and Marcus Smart. That's just too small to me.
I think that they rotate, Mars. I think they rotate. When I say rotate, I'm talking about I think that they rotate who brings the ball up the court. I don't think like
Ticket, what are we doing with that crew? I'm sorry to cut you off, Ticket, but what are we doing with this crew when we get a big lineup, Ticket? What's going to happen when teams go big? Because you got Marcus Smart at 6'4", you got Ja at 6'2", and you got Desmond Bane at 6'3".
That's easy. You make the same thing that Boston Celtics did. You can put Marcus Smart on bigger players. Marcus Smart can actually guard bigger players. He gets them to take stupid fouls. Now they got the new charging rules. I don't know how effective he's going to be now with the new flopping rule. But normally they just put him on bigger wings, bigger guards, and Marcus Smart would do a great job with him because he baits you into doing stupid stuff. He knows how to move his body. He gets into position. He takes charges. He makes life difficult for bigger guys. Damn it, they put him on Joel Embiid. So I mean, you know what I'm saying,
That's
bro?
nuts.
And he got away with it. So to me, he's the guy. He's the guy, Chilltown, that you can adjust defensively and put on forwards. He's the guy you can plug and say, okay, I got a 6'8" forward. I really want him to be agitated. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw Marcus Smart on him. Then the size doesn't matter because Marcus Smart, he equivalates the size with his savvy and his smarts out on the court.
I think that
in stretches, I agree. Like full time for a season, I don't agree.
No, I ain't saying full time, but I agree with you on that.
But then what else can they do?
So what are we rotating? Are we rotating the starting lineup? How are we doing that? Because again, I'm thinking about when we play against teams that got bigger guards. It works in Cleveland, and the reason why it works in Cleveland is because their front line is much better, and they can make up for a lot of their mishaps. In Memphis, on the other hand, they got a dude who doesn't rebound, who fouls a lot, and doesn't clean up a lot of people's messes.
Who is that? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the reigning defensive player of the year.
Right, but he was a defensive. He still led the league in blocks last year, right?
Yes, he did.
He still averaged double-figure rebounds last year, right?
No, he did not.
He averaged
like 6. How many rebounds he averaged? Like
7.
He averages at 6 or 7. He doesn't rebound.
7 rebounds. Ticket. I was talking about this a couple of days ago. He don't rebound nearly enough.
Hold on. Marcus Smart makes up for that because Marcus Smart will hit the boards. He makes up for that. Marcus Smart will crash. He will eat glass. At that guard position, that's one thing you can't take away from Marcus Smart. Like he do all the dirty work. He will get in.
Yes, he will.
I feel where y'all coming from, Chill, but you got to tell me a team or at least a couple teams because think about this. If they play the Warriors, who is they worried about? Like, you got Steph, Clay, and Chris Paul starting. Ain't nobody complaining about that.
Oh, I am one.
We're all complaining about that.
Baby Damo, but you did Mars. But look, everybody's starting lineups like that, Chill. So the Warriors are going to march out. And I told y'all when y'all said it out, I wasn't know. You're starting Chris Paul.
So what does Marcus Smart do against like a Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, KCP?
Oh, Michael Porter Jr., that's easy work for Marcus Smart. He's soft.
Easy work?
He's soft.
No, Ticket's right. Michael Porter Jr. is not going to post up.
Michael Porter Jr. is soft.
He's take advantage of that. That has nothing to do with the fact he's just going to shoot
6'10".
over
He's just going
him.
to shoot over the top.
Why he didn't do that? Why he didn't do that in the finals? Then why he didn't do it in the finals?
He did it in the conference final when Austin Reeves was on him, and he literally went off against us because he was just able to shoot over him.
Austin Reeves ain't Marcus Smart on defense. Austin Reeves ain't Marcus Smart on defense.
They're the same height.
Austin Reeves ain't Marcus Smart on defense. Marcus Smart is a former defensive player of the year. Hold on, no, I'm not. I don't care about the height. I'm talking about the defensive ability.
So he's going to foul him? So he's going to get free throws? What is he going to do to prevent him from shooting?
No, I'm not saying. Hold on, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I just told you and I'm glad you came with this because I want this today. What Marcus Smart do is this, and I'm gonna show you the value of us on this show. What Marcus Smart does is this. What Marcus Smart gets up on guys and he makes bigger guys more frustrated because guys like Michael Porter Jr. What Marcus Smart would do is he will recover on you quick enough in closed space to where it's harder for you to get off shots, even though you're taller. Marcus Smart is a dude, he covers a lot of ground quick. Marcus Smart is a dude who could be on the wing. And Chilltown and Mars know this. If the ball is swung to the other side and that guy drives, Marcus Smart will already be in the paint, right above the line, ready to take that charge at the last second. So he covers ground quick. So his IQ and his smarts makes up for his size. Austin Reeves don't bring that defensively. He don't have that capability. Even though he has height, he doesn't have the width. He doesn't have the mindset. He doesn't have the skill set that Marcus Smart has defensively. That's the difference, sir.
I understand. Listen, if Michael Porter Jr. was this guy who was constantly trying to go, what you could take advantage of by him trying to take off the dribble and do all this other stuff. He was trying to be like this strictly isolation scorer. All that stuff would matter. He is a catch and shoot guy. He catches and shoot the ball over people. I don't know how much defense Marcus Smart can play on a 6'10", 6'11" Michael Porter Jr. who's gonna just shoot over those. How much defense did you think he was gonna play on Joel Embiid? How much defense do you think he was gonna play on Joel Embiid?
Here's the difference with that though, Ticket. I think that got overvalued. He got let off the hook with that.
Chill. I agree. Hold on. You right. Now hold on. Chill. You right. Hold on. Does Michael Porter Jr. have the mentality? Have a different mentality than Embiid in your mind?
As a shooter, yes, he does. I'm
terms of
getting my shot off.
aggressiveness, you can make the argument.
Yes, as a shooter, 100%. I'm getting my shot off against anybody. I'm 6'10". I'm just going to shoot over whoever's in front of me. That's who Michael Porter Jr. is. 100%, he's going to do that. But as far as letting, especially in the Western Conference on a daily basis, I don't think you're going to see a lot of teams letting Marcus Smart off the hook like Philadelphia did. No, that's not going to happen.
Yo, Mars, what's up? You got a question?
I think you guys are missing the biggest point when it comes to this. If Marcus Smart can do all the things to Michael Porter Jr. that Chitchat alluded to, I'm not saying I agree or disagree. The point I was getting at, if Marcus Smart is the one guarding MPJ, you now have Ja Morant or Desmond Bane guarding Jamal Murray.
Yes.
That's what the problem is. Marcus Smart can't be everywhere. You now have them having to guard the Jokic and Jamal Murray two-man game, because if you put Ja Morant on MPJ, guarantee he's shooting over the top of that. If you put Desmond Bane on MPJ, guarantee he's shooting over the top of that. But you can't have Marcus Smart on Jamal Murray and MPJ at the same time.
That's a good point, Mars.
No matter what, the mismatch is there. That's my issue.
Shouldn't Ja be guarding the points though, Mars? I mean, shouldn't Ja be guarding the point guard?
He's terrible defensively. That's the point.
No, I'm not saying no.
He should.
I'm saying, shouldn't he still have to guard the point guard?
He should.
He should have to. In theory, yes, he should.
Yeah, in theory, he should, but he's terrible.
Yes.
So no.
Yes, he should.
That's the problem.
I feel where you're coming from, Mars.
That's the problem. That's the problem I make. That's the problem I have. Marcus Smart, even with that, though, MPJ, the Jamal Murray Jokic two-man game is obliterating Ja Morant.
But that's always been the case, though, Mars.
Like, Marcus Smart has a much better shot.
I'm saying, like, when Dillon Brooks was there last year, Dillon Brooks had to guard the best player.
Memphis defended Denver very well. Like, if you go back and watch the regular season games, Memphis defended Denver very well. So I remember Jokic
Minnesota did too. Minnesota did too.
Yeah, but Chilltown. So we plugged in the defensive player of the year for Dillon Brooks. What's the problem?
Say that one more time, Ticket.
We're plugging in the former defensive player of the year for Dillon Brooks. What's the problem?
Because they do different things. Like, I think Marcus Smart won a defensive player of the year. Mikal Bridges didn't. I think Mikal Bridges would be a better replacement for Dillon Brooks than Marcus Smart. Just about the role you fit on the team. That's all it like. It's like Marcus Smart is a better defender than Dillon Brooks. I think everyone agrees with that. He's a better player than Dillon Brooks.
Right.
But the value and what Dillon Brooks brings, just being 6'7", 220, being stronger, being able to play that wing position, not being a size mismatch, is something Memphis needed. And now they're about to run three guards. They're going to have defensive mismatches in the backcourt all the time.
Average size guards too, by the way, and
below average is really, to me, below average.
Well, that's what I mean. When I talk about average, I'm talking about in terms of physicality. I mean, Marcus Smart is a smart defender. Ja Morant is just going to go back at you. His best defense is his offense. He got hidden on Memphis because they were a really good defensive team. And I'm hidden ain't the word I'm looking for. He got protected. That's the word I'm looking for. He got protected on that word.
You afraid of that hidden word, bro?
And because here's why.
You was capping a few weeks ago when you was talking about
the reason why I say that, Ticket. The reason why I say that, Ticket, is because I'm thinking to myself, you already know what we are. You know what it is. We can't hide you. So the best thing that we can do at this point is protect you. So when you get on that island, we got to go help him. We can't just leave him out here, and they know who he is as a defender. That's why they're going after him. So it's not like it's news.
Chill. So, I'd rather have Marcus Smart at that, because like when you think about the teams, like think about the strippers. You know what I'm saying? They like their point guard is Russ. I don't have a problem with Memphis's point guard on Russ. I don't have a problem with Ja on Russ. I don't have because now what I can do is I don't have a problem with Marcus Smart guarding Kawhi. Because I think Marcus Smart is smart enough and strong enough.
He's not giving up that much size to Leonard. Leonard's 6'6".
Marcus Smart 6'4". He has a very big strength advantage, but
no. But he's strong though. Marcus Smart is strong as hell.
Kawhi's one of the strongest players in the league.
He looked like the guy from Terminator for real.
No, I'm saying
I agree. Marcus Smart is strong, but Kawhi is.
He's not Mars. Kawhi Leonard is a monster. He ain't having an easy way with Marcus Smart out there guarding him all night, bro. That's because Marcus Smart.
Desmond Bane on Paul George.
No, I'm saying, but he does things that trick you, Mars. And what I mean by does things that trick you is if me and Chill get into a game, right, Mars? If we get into this like muscle game on the court where we trying to feel who's stronger in it, like if Kawhi's trying to post me up, if Chill's Kawhi and I'm Marcus Smart, he's trying to post me up and I'm pushing him off the block. What Marcus Smart would do is this: he'll play that game with you 1 or 2 possessions, right? And then you think that same game is coming where y'all
Yeah,
trying to
switch
play
it
the
up.
muscle game, and then he'll pull the chair on you, or then he'll take a charge on you, and he'll get you locked up in that type of game. Marcus Smart is very witty like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him do it over and over and over again. That's why he's such a great matchup defensively for a lot of wings in the NBA, just because, not because he's undersized, but just because of his smarts and how he moves and what he can do. He can get his hands on balls. He can get around you and get his hands on balls. He gonna do all the little stuff, Mars, like diving on the balls and on the floor for balls and things like that other guys ain't gonna be willing to do. He's just a frustrating dude to want to go up against all game long every night.
The question is can the other guys on Memphis, and I know they're giving up size. Desmond Bane is giving up size. Ja's giving up size. Can they match that intensity defensively that Marcus Smart is going to bring? Because like I said, Ja's best defense is his offense. So if he gets switched on to Murray, his logic is I'm not going to be able to slow this dude down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go after him like he go after me. And it's going to turn into a shootout. Well, that's only going to work for a certain amount of time until eventually you're going to have to stop somebody. And Ja,
back. So, yeah.
Eventually, you're going to have to stop somebody, right? And Ja is that guy who I don't really see Ja slowing anybody down. Desmond Bane will actually play defense, but the problem is both him and Marcus Smart, they give up that size. So when you're running up on the Clippers, where, I mean, he's not giving up a lot of size to Kawhi Leonard. I'm 6'4", you 6'6". You know, you ain't that much bigger than me, even though Leonard is a lot stronger. Leonard is smart enough that he's not going to play that game with Kawhi, with Marcus Smart. He's smart enough to know who Marcus Smart is. And he knows that Smart's going to try to bait him into getting into that rough and tough, rumble-tumble kind of game and then basically pull a chair out from under him. Leonard is smart enough to know that. Paul George, on the other hand, he's just going to go after Desmond Bane. At 6'8", Desmond Bane, they got him listed at 6'5". Desmond Bane is more like 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", something. They got him listed at 6'5". He ain't that big, though. Yeah, they got him listed at 6'5". He is not that big. So him going after Desmond Bane, now who's back? Now who's playing behind him? Because they're really they're really thin at that small forward spot. I wouldn't be surprised if before the trade deadline they made a trade to get some size at that small.
I agree with you. They just I agree with you. I just think y'all undervaluing Marcus Smart. I think
I'm not undervaluing him, Ticket. I know he's one of the better league guard defenders in the game. I hope being a defensive player of the year in a pretty high value. I just think that from a size standpoint, with both Smart with Smart, Desmond Bane, and Ja, I think that they're going to struggle as a trio. I don't think Marcus Smart is going to struggle with his matchup. I just think as a trio, they're going to struggle.
My words, Chill. The Boston Celtics are going to fall off heavy this year. They're going to fall off like 10 games this year based off the loss of Marcus Smart. That Marcus Smart was a huge loss for them. That people don't see. They're picking them to go to the finals and stuff. That they're not going to be nowhere near the finals. They're a second round exit at best this year. That losing Marcus Smart, that was a heart and soul of what they do defensively, their team, leadership, all that stuff, bro. They're not going to be the same team.
So you feel Marcus Smart is the difference between them being a second round team and a finals team?
Yes.
It could be.
Marcus Smart was the one. Marcus Smart was the one when it was about to fall apart the year they went to the finals. He was the one that got them on the team plane and went off on all of them. He was the one that put all them guys in check. And they talked about that for them to go down and win that Game 7 in Miami. And go
Damo,
to the NBA.
I've said to you a bunch of times, Damo, like you can't undervalue the importance of a leader. You can't undervalue that. You cannot undervalue the importance of a leader. And having Marcus Smart, he was the grown-up on the crew. Don't get me wrong. Jaylen Brown was there. Jason Tatum was the best player there. You had the big guy in Robert Williams. Now you adding KP. Who is that guy in the huddle? Who is that guy telling these guys what needs to be done? Who is bringing that toughness? Who is that guy? Who is that guy that when they're down 20? Who is that guy when they're down 20 to let them know, yo, keep playing. They're gonna let us back in. That's Marcus Smart. He's the one diving on the floor for loose balls, making plays, getting guys open shots, keeping guys positive. That's him. Who is that guy now? And I'm
absolutely agree with you. Fan. Absolutely agree with you. I would say in terms of the leader, I would assume it would be just the vocal leader, the guy that'll take the reins. It would be Al Horford. But in terms of toughness and to be that tough figure, be the dirty work guy, I mean, call me crazy. But in terms of a dirty work guy that's going to put his body on the line and be an example for the team, I'm not saying he's going to be as effective. I'm not saying he's going to be as vocally loud. But in terms of leading by action and just hustling, leading by example, I mean, Peyton Pritchard's still there. Peyton Pritchard's a dirty work guy.
Let me say this to you.
Peyton Pritchard's a hard worker.
Here's the one thing I disagree with.
He'll dive for the loose ball. He'll put his body on the line. Now, he's not going to be loud, and by no means am I saying Peyton Pritchard is Marcus Smart. but they still have those elements there, and he's been there long enough so we can see if he's instilled that into a Jason Tatum, into a Jaylen Brown, and if I won't say Derek White, he got there kind of a year ago, into a Robert Williams. These guys that have been there under Marcus Smart this whole time, their whole careers, see if they took any of that with them.
But he asked for a trade, though. He asked for a trade. Peyton Pritchard asked for a trade. He wants to be traded out of there. Let me say this to you. What you said, I disagree because me and Chill, we ain't just talking about what he do as far as leadership. We talking about what he bring on the court too as far as his play. That can't be duplicated with the guys that they have. Like what he brought cannot be duplicated on and off the court combined. And you said Al Horford. Well, Al Horford is already going to be minimized because they went and got big fella. So that X's out a lot of Al Horford because they're going to be using the two young guys, Robert Williams and Porzingis. So Al Horford's minutes and his leadership and stuff is going to be cut back a lot now because he's old. So yeah, Al Horford can say a couple things, whatever, but he can't get out there and do what Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's in his prime, and they got rid of this dude. He going to Memphis. You watch what I tell y'all, Chill. I'm Memphis. How many games y'all suspended? 25 games.
Yes.
Ron, they'll start out the season 18-7.
That might be at the top of the Western Conference.
They'll start out the season 18-7 without him.
That might be at the top of the Western Conference right there. Man.
Watch what I tell you. And then Marcus Smart's going to be a big reason why.
All right. I still want to talk about the small forward position because there was a couple people that we didn't mention. First off, I think Luke Kennard can fit in there well, especially with Marcus Smart starting and Desmond Bane. Those two being two solid defenders. You still got Jaren Jackson, and if Steven Adams is there, I think obviously you take a loss on defense with Luke Kennard, but he shoots the piss out the ball. He's going to more than likely be the best shooter on the floor, and that's with Desmond Bane. So I think that's a good person to bring instant offense and play at the three. But also too, they got a young boy over there who he showed some glimpses. We all know about him, Zaire Williams. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about him and him possibly playing more minutes and maybe even starting? Like out of all the guys we've named, he's by far the most talented. It's just a matter of maturity, growing, and is he ready to actually play in that role?
Well, he might have to be at this particular point because again, they kind of thin at the small forward spot. So I look to see him get more minutes this season, and he could possibly be, if you put him in a position where he can defend, because again, that Memphis team, that's kind of what their mantra is. So if you put him in a situation like he could be maybe like a Jaden McDaniels kind of player. I don't think he's as good as Jaden McDaniels, but maybe put him in that kind of role, because Zaire Williams, again, we talking about a Memphis team that's thin at the small forward spot, and they're going to need defenders at the small forward spot. They don't have any size at the small forward spot, so they're going to need defenders. So his ability to defend is going to have to improve if he's going to play. It's going to have to improve.
Chill, who's the wing that got hurt last year, Chill? Didn't they have a wing that got hurt along with the center?
It was Zaire Williams.
That was a guy. No, I'm saying the guy that was
Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark. Is he a wing?
He played out low.
He's a forward.
Yeah, he played out low.
Zaire Williams is just not good. So he's just not good. It's unfortunate. He just didn't pan out. I don't know. It's like
Mars, you can't say he didn't pan out in 2 years and he's 22.
This is birthday.
That'd be the thing I'd be saying. I get you saying he's not good, but don't say he didn't pan out, because
he hasn't so far. He hasn't panned out.
This year what's pan out? Like
he was a top 10 pick. He's been terrible in the NBA.
Okay. Hey, Chat. Y'all know the more y'all hate me. Y'all know the more y'all hate me, the bigger my legend grows. So keep hating me, baby. I love it. I'm built for this shit. I ain't run. Ox ran. I ain't run. I wasn't even mad that Ox had cut me off. I didn't complain. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, Ticket, you're cutting up." I didn't complain. Ox ran from the smoke. He nigga puffing out his chest. Stand on it. This is PC. This is the player's choice. This is the panel, baby. Me and Chilltown, we don't been in deeper arguments in that. He ain't run. Chilltown slammed his headset, told me I was a punk ass bitch, and we kept going. This is how we do, baby. What's up?
I do want to strain.
Where you at, Ox? Don't run from this smoke, Ox. You told me don't run. Don't you run? Come on, baby. You from where you at? You in Seattle, Sacramento? What's up?
So, I'm again, Mars. I seen Zaire a little bit at Stanford. I do remember him.
He wasn't even good there.
I do remember him a little bit there, and then him last year in Memphis. He could have played. He could have been better, but he's a rook. He was a rook last year. This year,
No, it was his second year. It was his second year last year.
Was last year his second year or his first year?
Second.
That was his second year. So, I expect more out of dudes like this, yo. I just do. I expect more out of him, and I expect to see him as a better defender, because that's what's going to get him on the floor. They got guys that's buckets, right? They got Desmond Bane who can shoot the basketball. Ja, when he comes back, right? They got guys who can. They got Luke Kennard who can shoot one of the best long ball shooters in the game. They got buckets. Who are other guys that are going to do the other things? And Zaire Williams, in addition to him being able to score if he can, which he hasn't shown that, he should be able to defend on some level. Because if you think that you're going to stick around in the NBA and all you do is score, we got a bunch of dudes up here who can score. You got a bunch of dudes up here who can score. Can you slow somebody down? And that's what the Memphis Grizzlies need, because they thin at the small forward spot right now. I think that they're gonna miss Dillon Brooks 100%.
But yeah, they can still make a move. They still got the top 25 defender in the world out there. Kelly Oubre Jr. is a free agent.
I mean,
Mars, they can still go get him. Mars,
they can't get him. I just love
still go get Kelly Oubre, Ron. He's a top 25 defender in the world. I told you that.
Yeah, as of right now, their forward depth right now. And if last year's any indication of who they're gonna have step up in the absence of a Dillon Brooks, it most likely will be David Roddy. David Roddy is going to be John Conchar, or if it's not Zaire, because Mars is saying that he didn't pan out, the guy that was a rookie last year, Jack Lavera. Is he going to get an upgraded?
Damo, I hate that dude you just said, Damo. He don't need to be in the league. Roddy is ass cheek. Sorry for the language.
Yeah, I'm not too high on David Roddy.
Hey, hold on.
I like Roddy.
Mars, he's right. If you say the guy daggone,
is he worse than Killing Your Head?
He's the second worst player in the league, Chilltown. He's the second worst player in the league with Roddy. That nigga, he is ass cheeks, bro. I watched him last year, man. I said, man, he look like he a football player, bro.
He looked like a bigger Jamal Murray. Every time I see him, he's just like a bigger Jamal Murray. Not in terms of play style, but physical looks. But nah, I mean, those are the only guys in terms of size wise that'll play an upgraded position that'll probably get a nod at being the threes if they don't go get Kelly Oubre. I'm looking. I forgot they got Josh Christopher. I mean, I hope he gets a better role with this team and actually gets a chance to play. I feel like he can get some buckets at the very least. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with the three position. I really don't.
Zaire Williams was meant to be the plan. He just isn't good yet.
Didn't pan out.
I still think he's gonna be Mars. One of these guys got to play. And I think
why do you think he's going to be good?
Because first off, I'm not saying he's going to be good. I'm saying somebody has to play, and I think it's going to be him.
No, Ron, that doesn't work.
He's going to be there by default. He's going to be.
That's crazy. Something like that.
He's the best of a bad bunch.
The food ain't really good, but somebody got to cook.
I never said he was going to be bad either. I never said I think he's going to be steady. I think he's going to come, chill how you just said. I think he's going to come. I think he's going to play defense. I think he's going to be athletic, be able to run the floor with these guys. And I mean, he's the most athletic three that they have out of all those guys.
Yeah, he can run the floor. I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying.
Which is what a three does, but he also needs to defend too.
And I think he'll do that at an average level. I'm not saying he's going to come and be phenomenal. I'm not saying he's going to be, the franchise cornerstone at the three, but I don't.
But they do need that though, Ron. They need an upgrade at the three spot. They can't just throw somebody in at the three and okay.
Zaire is like a worse version of Isaac Okoro. That's what he is.
Oh Lord.
He doesn't play defense, but he's also a liability offensively.
So what is he doing on the floor, Mars? Why is he on the floor?
Lord knows. Even if he plays, the postseason's gonna come and he's just gonna be useless. That's what. So
you don't defend. Not only can you not make an open shot, which is what we're gonna need, and you don't necessarily have to create your own offense. I ain't saying that, but not only can you not make an open shot, but you don't defend either. Why are you on the floor? There's no reason for you to be out here. None whatsoever.
And to the person who says Zaire can shoot, I don't know what Zaire Williams you're watching because
I'm about to say, yeah.
No, he can't. Let me pull up his percentage. Ain't no way he can't.
I already
shoot.
seen his percentages. I know he can't shoot.
No, he can't shoot. I know my eyes aren't deceiving me. Hold on, I got you guys. Bear with.
We know when the dude.
Man's name.
Well, hey, hold on. But so did we get? Hold on. Did we get
a whopping 26% from 3 this season.
That's 1 for
Hey, but
4.
Mars, did we get that answer from y'all though? Y'all never answered Ron's question though about did y'all think that they were better off without Dillon Brooks?
I don't
think they're better off.
I think they'll miss him.
Oh, you said what?
I don't know if they'll be better.
I don't think they're better off, Ticket. I don't think they're better off without him.
I think they advance farther without him. That means they're better off, right?
If they go further without him,
yeah,
and
I think they can go further with Marcus Smart.
Right. Here's the difference, Ticket. If they got somebody in his role who did it better than him and they advance further, then that's the difference. Only except they don't have nobody. He plays the small forward spot. They got Marcus Smart for job. They still haven't filled the small forward spot yet, though. So with him not being that hole not being filled, they can't go further.
No, but I'm saying
that's a huge hole that needs to be filled.
But he brings to the table. He brings everything old boy bring. Everything that y'all saying that Dillon Brooks bring, Marcus Smart bring and more. What do Marcus Smart not bring that Dillon Brooks bring? Name me one thing.
Again, Ticket, I'm not arguing Marcus Smart being a better player than Dillon Brooks. I'm arguing Dillon Brooks at the small forward spot. We can't move Marcus Smart to the 3. We can't do that. That's not going to work. We have to have somebody. We need size at the 3 spot, right? We need somebody who can, if you create an open shot for him, he can knock that down. We need a defender at the 3 spot. Dillon Brooks is that guy at 6'7". He can knock down a shot when you get him quality looks, right? When you get him quality looks, he can knock down a shot. He is an all-league defender. He defends at a high level. He brings that energy that you need. You don't have that right now. With Marcus Smart, you got that at the lead guard spot, which works at the lead guard spot, and it's a Band-Aid. So when Ja comes back, okay, now you just moving him over to the 2, like you said. We still have this hole over here, this gaping hole over here at the 3 that we still haven't figured out. So now we got to figure that out with a guy like Zaire Williams who can't shoot it and doesn't defend. And that's going to be a problem in the Western Conference considering the small forwards that they're going to have to deal with on a nightly basis. You might be looking at a team that's barely making the playoffs. That's how big a deal that 3 spot, that hole is.
Yeah, we will see. I'm kidding. Like, we might really just be overlooking John Conchar too. He might really just be the solution to their problems, but we'll see. Obviously, they have
talking. We can't hear him. I don't know if Ticket was talking.
Yeah, he muted right now.
Yeah,
but yeah, they got a good group of. Well, they don't. I wouldn't say a good group of guys, but they got a. they got some guys, so we'll see exactly what they decide to go with. But moving along with the Grizzlies, so Ticket, you alluded to them being 18-7 without Ja. Do any of you other guys have predictions on what will happen before Ja gets back?
I said about 500.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think they'll be decent.
Say that one more time, Ron.
You said that they'll be 18-7. Mars said that they'll be 500 without Ja. Damo, you just said you think the same.
I think they'll be decent, around 500. I don't think they'll be bad, but I'm definitely 18-7 is crazy.
They was that wasn't they with that without him before?
That was last year. That was the year before last. Last year without Ja, they were right around 500. But the year before that, that's when they were like 20 and whatever without Ja Morant. That was the year they were really good without him.
I just think Marcus Smart got better, bro. All his offensive game, I think, got better. His 3-point shooting got improved in the playoffs. I saw him shooting the ball better in the playoffs last year. I think it was the 3.
Even with that being said, Ticket, here's the thing that this is the disconnect between you and me right now. Marcus Smart being a better player, 100%, right? 100% Marcus Smart being a better player. Losing Ja out 25 games, that's basically almost 2 months that they're gonna miss him. So plugging in Marcus Smart, the floor leader that he is, the defender that he is, all the intangibles that he brings, that's gonna help them. So I don't think they're gonna miss Ja that much. Now I'm taking Ja out the lineup and taking Desmond Bane out the lineup. Well, we're supplementing Ja with Marcus Smart for a little while. What are we supplementing Dillon Brooks with? Nothing. So the idea that they're going to be rolling without both of these dudes in the lineup and Marcus Smart is going to pick up the slack, man, you asking a lot.
When I'm right again, y'all gonna put some respect on it.
I will.
Right again,
Absolutely. If we come on here, and it's January the 3rd, and Memphis is 20-5, damn, Ticket, you was right.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to start putting respect on it because, like I said before, there ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me that you guys don't think that without Ja, that team still can win a game. Matter of fact, all you gotta do is look at their schedule. Look at their schedule to start the season. You know what I'm saying? If you look at their schedule, I can give you 18 wins right now.
So
I can give you 18 wins at the first 25
Ticket, that's
They play
easy
the hold
to
on.
do.
They play the Pacers.
Ticket, that's
Hold on,
so
on opening night.
Nah, that's easy to do.
On opening night, Ron. On opening night. Hold on. Opening night is October the 8th, right?
Yes,
Who is
but
that?
Ticket,
I
every
thought it was
game.
That's the preseason.
That's preseason.
That's the preseason.
It's
Oh,
the
that's the
24th. This
preseason?
is 24th. But
Yeah, that's
Their opening game is against the Pelicans.
Ticket,
Okay,
before you
that's a
do this,
win.
every game that you said that they can win, they can lose too.
No. Hold on. I'm about to tell you right now.
You can either
That
win or
opening
lose
night,
games.
I'm not saying theoretically speaking. I'm saying every game that you're finna say that they'll win this game, they'll win this game.
They actually open up against
It's
the
not that
Lakers.
simple.
That's what they open up.
Okay, Ron. Opening night, they win that game. The next night they play Denver, they lose that game. They play the Wizards. Hold on. They play the Wizards. That's two wins. So they play they play New Orleans at home, and then they play the Wizards. That's 2 wins right there. They play Dallas at home. I'm giving them the win over Dallas early in the season. Then they play Utah. That's 4 wins right there. Then they play Portland. That's 5 wins. They play Portland again. That's 6 wins. Then they play the Miami Heat. They'll lose that game. Then they play Utah again. That's 7 wins. Then they play the Strippers. I don't know about that game. They may lose that game. Then they play the Lakers. They may lose that game. But then they play the Spurs. That's 8 wins right there. Then they play the Celtics at home. I like them to win that game. That's a rivalry game. Marcus Smart comes up big, knocks them off. That's 9 wins. Then they play the Houston Rockets. Yao Ming. That's 10 wins, Ron.
Okay,
Then
calm
they play
down.
Phoenix.
No. Calm down.
Then they play
They don't win that
Phoenix.
game.
I want to see that game. Then they play Minnesota. I think they can beat Minnesota at home. Then they play Utah at home again. I think they can beat Utah. That's 12 wins right there, Ron.
So they go
Want me to keep
4-0
going?
on Utah, Ticket.
Smoke them. Smoke Utah.
No, they don't.
Utah
No, they
ain't
don't.
that good, man.
No, they don't. Without Ja, they go
They're
2-2
playing Utah
against
at
Utah.
home, Ron.
They go
They're playing
2-2
Utah at
against
home.
Utah without Ja. Ticket. They go
Utah,
2
y'all overhyping this team, bro. They're better than them, Ron. Look at their all-around roster that's going to be back. They're going to have Steven Adams. They're going to have Steven Adams. He eat glass. They're going to have Steven Adams who averages double-double. He eat glass. They're going to have Jaren Jackson Jr. at the 4. They're going to have Bane. They're going to have Smart. They're going to have D Rose. They're going to man, them dudes got a solid squad, man. They're going to have old boy that got hurt last year back. Man, they're going to be all right, man. I don't see them being bad.
First off, they're not going 4-0 against Utah. Second off, just because they're the better team, that doesn't mean that they're not going to drop the ball on any given night to any of these teams. And my thing is, you got to understand what Ja brings to the table. Ja, like without that firepower, I don't think
All
they're
I'm
just
gonna say to you,
running around smoking cats.
They play the Houston Rockets 3 times in that first 25 games. They're winning, bro. 18 games. They play the Rockets 3 times.
I mean, 3 times.
The Rockets suck. The Rockets got dudes out here beating.
Not according to Mars, they don't.
Hold on.
You
The
got
Rockets got
the
dudes out
Houston
here beating the
episode
hell
on
out of girls.
Friday.
The Rockets got problems already, man. That team is in disarray already, man. Come on,
What
bro.
problems?
How are they in disarray?
What problems?
What disarray?
You ain't read the news. You ain't see the dude
That's
that
a
in the
blessing
17
in disguise.
preseason.
That's a blessing in disguise. We didn't want him.
The
Blessing in
guy
disguise.
that people have been
I
saying
hope his girl.
is
I
gonna
hope his
get
girl's
traded?
okay. I hope she's okay. But blessing in disguise. We
Then
didn't want him.
again, Dillon Brooks on 39. They're gonna have him out there thinking he Kobe. I love that. That's gonna backfire.
Yeah, that's a bit questionable. But
You gonna see?
we'll be all right.
Y'all gonna see?
So
Mars gonna be Mars is gonna disown the Houston Rockets after the first 15 games of the season. He's gonna say Ime Udoka was a fraud.
I see you running for the hills.
Yo,
The
you
first
run
four,
for me,
you guys
four game losing
disrespect my
streak, I see you
loyalty.
running for the hills.
You guys disrespect my loyalty. It's crazy.
I know we don't. No, we do not, Mars. You are a front runner. 100% you are. It is not a question. You are
just watch my team win 22 games last year as I was front runner.
You have no loyalty whatsoever. You was a Warriors guy. You jumped ship. How you gonna jump ship
After
on a
they
crew?
won a ring? That's like the opposite of front running.
No,
that's
it's not.
That's back running.
No, it's not, Mars. And you know what? No, it's not, Mars. You know what?
They won and I left.
No, they didn't.
I said I don't want to be here for success. That's what I did.
And how long were you down? It's not like you just got on the crew that year. How long were you down with the Warriors, Mars? Oh, I'm sorry.
From when they got Kevin Durant.
There we go. So the front running began in 16, and then it ended.
I was a front runner,
right?
And then I changed.
Yeah,
it's called growth.
So
no, Mars, I think you just seen the end of the tunnel. You got out while you still could.
Oh, so I was just smart. Okay, it's called mental maturity. I saw that really and truly my alliances were with Houston, so now I'm a Houston fan until they disappoint me, and then I'll be in OKC.
Back running again. You gotta love it. Hey, but am I the only one that thinks Memphis got worse?
Come on, bro. Stop this, man.
Brandon Clark's gonna miss like the whole year with a torn Achilles. That's a loss.
So he's out for the season. He's out for the season. Ja out the first basically 2 months of the season. No Dillon Brooks. But this team is going to be a top 3 seed or a top 5 seed in the Western Conference.
No Tyus Jones.
They play the Rockets 3 times. They play Utah 3 times. They play all the trash teams to start the season.
Bro, Marcus Smart is not that damn good. I'm sorry. He's not.
Stop putting it in the trash teams.
Marcus Smart. No. I like Marcus Smart, but missing, and I didn't even realize Brandon Clark was gone for the year. Brandon Clark gone for the year. Dillon Brooks not there. Tyus Jones not there. And you're telling me 40-year-old Derrick Rose and Marcus Smart is supposed to make up for all that? Job missing 30 games at the start of the season?
And to add to your point, Damo, and to add to your point, Ticket, you got some nerve talking about they play all the trash teams. I got my English brother over here, who was almost jumping on the Utah train early last year in the season. I had to pull him off of it. He had already bought his ticket, and he stepped on the train. I had to pull him off. So there's no reason for me to think that early in the season that a team like Utah or like Houston could start the season 8-2 or 7-3 or some nonsense like that. There's no reason for me to think that. So the idea that these teams are trash teams early, no.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to remember the trash teams don't start 0-12. Like that's like the 2016 Sixers. But like most trash, like the Wizards, I think last season started off like 6-2. Like most of these bad teams start well and then they fall off. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Jazz start off 7-3 or the Blazers start 5-5. I wouldn't be surprised if that.
Y'all hating on D Rose. D Rose gonna surprise y'all this year. Now, I ain't saying he's gonna do something supernatural. I'm just saying that he's gonna have the production sort of like he had with the Knicks the year before last when he was shooting like 44 from the field, 40 from the 3. And 98, I think, from the free throw line. And he averaged 12 points in around 24 minutes, 12 points, around 4 or 5 assists. I think that's the D Rose you can look for in his team. And that's enough. That's enough with Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's, his points, his assists are going to go up early in the season because Ja's not there. So he's going to have more responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So Marcus Smart, his stats are going to go. He's improved his game. He has a better post. He has a little post game now where he can post up certain guards, score in the post. He can hit open threes. He can hit a corner 3. So if D Rose is running the point, he can go to the corner, spread the floor out, hit those threes right now. Like I said, bro, y'all undercalculating this team, and then they're going to be good on inside defensively in the post. They're going to eat glass with Steven Adams. He going to give you double figure rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Give you around 10 points. And then, like I said, then you look at Jaren Jackson Jr. He got to step up now. Everything he just went through, so we got to come back and have a big season after what just happened in the Olympics. So, like I said, man, I think you guys are gonna be wrong. We're gonna come in here after the first 25 games of the season.
I'll wear it. I will. If I'm wrong, I'll wear it. 100%. I will. I don't think so though.
All right.
I don't.
All right, y'all. We got super chats. Super chats on super chats on super chats. Let's go ahead and dive into these. Alan R said Dr. J was not Giannis. Dub was right.
I think he is. I think he a bigger, stronger, more athletic version of Doc. That's what I look at when I see that. When I see Giannis.
So is he better than Doc?
Yeah, he could be. He definitely could be. So he definitely could be.
So you hate the older generation. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely. Can't stand him. The newer generation too, like Kevin Durant, I can't stand him.
Facts,
James, who else? John Morant, all of these new dudes, hate every last one of them. Can't stand them.
Oh, I forgot. They got Luke Kennard too shooting the ball. They got good shooting on that team too. I forgot.
So to answer, oh yeah, they got him in the trade last year. So, and they got him late too. So it's not like they got him. It's not like they got him, in the beginning of the season. Now he get to get a full season. Now he get to get a full season with.
He just needs to be more aggressive. Like he can shoot, but he doesn't. He can shoot, but he doesn't shoot. Like he only shoots when he's like wide open. Like if someone's closing out, he's not trying to shoot. And I think that's why his percentage is so high because he's only taking the most.
Last year he averaged 11 points for Memphis in 24 games. Yeah, in 24 minutes. In 24 games, 24.6 minutes. He shot 52 from the field, 54 from the three, and he averaged 11.3 points per game in the 24 games he played. So, Ron, what's up with that? You ain't mentioned that.
I talked about him. I said
you ain't talk about Luke Kennard, man. So you still think even with Luke Kennard?
Chill, I didn't talk about Luke Kennard.
No, you didn't.
So
Ron, man, talk about Luke Kennard, Ron.
Ron.
You ain't talking about Luke Kennard, Ron.
You didn't say one word.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the tape. I'm gonna just like you do. I'm gonna play. Y'all rewind the tape.
What did you say about Luke Kennard, Ron?
What I said is I think Luke Kennard should start or could start alongside them. Why? Because he could shoot the piss out the ball.
Ron said that. Ron did
okay, I ain't hear that. That part must have been real quick.
The whole chat knows that Ron never said that.
Hey, Ron, but check it, Ron. So what I'm saying, he shot 54 from the three with them last year in 24 games. That's a big sample size right there. To shoot 54 in 24 games, and he was shooting almost 6 threes a game. That's crazy.
Nah, the only thing is it's just a defensive liability, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to eat that. I'm like Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, they cool, but they got Jaren Jackson, they'll be all right.
He got to do what?
So hold on, what you got him at, Ron? Where do you have him finishing at, Ron?
What, the Grizzlies?
No, yeah, you said it was gonna be worse this year. Where you got him at?
I got the Grizzlies at like a 6 seed for real.
So
like a 6 seed.
The Golden State Warriors, Denver. So Golden State, Denver, the Lakers, Phoenix, the Clippers.
Oh, you got the Clippers over there, Ron?
Hold on, let me see right quick. Let me see.
Yeah, you want to see about that. I know you ain't finna put Dookie team up. I know you're not finna put. I know you're not finna put Dookie team in the goddamn goal. You ain't finna. You is not finna put the Damash boys over them. They got a new rule for them clowns. They so bad, Ron. I know you're not finna put them over Memphis.
Here's who I got over Memphis. I got the Kings for sure.
The Kings.
I got the Suns. Yeah, y'all didn't even let me get my Kings take off that episode because y'all.
So that's 6 teams right there.
Yeah, I got the Kings. I got the Suns. I got the Lakers. I got the Nuggets, and that's 4 for sure. And then it's like you got Golden State at 5, possibly. So that automatically puts the Grizzlies at 7. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pelicans had a better season than them.
What?
So yeah, ticket. The Pelicans.
So hold on, Ron. How do you get to put the
Oklahoma City
over them? Sacramento wasn't over them last year.
I'm not gonna give that to them. But tickets, you got to understand.
Minnesota.
First off, I think they got worse. Second off, Ja's missing 25 games.
Man, like I said before, y'all, Sacramento, they won 48 games last year. They'll win 44 or 45 this year, at best.
Hey, I got Sac at the top of the conference,
and I got Memphis winning 50 games this year at least. So
Memphis
will get the 50 this year.
So look, they're gonna
They're
have
gonna
an
be better this
identity
year.
crisis.
They're gonna be better.
Go ahead, Ron. What you say, Ron?
Who you asking me? Chill.
Yeah,
So they're gonna be
yes,
better.
you.
Because that's what Ticket said. Ticket said 50 games. So they're gonna be better this year.
Bro, listen. Ja played 61 games last year and they still won 51.
Right? And he's gonna miss 25 games.
Right. But so let's get to it.
Let's get to what?
I'm saying they still hold on. He missed 21 games.
Now these
last year.
25, by the way, Ticket, these 25 games he's gonna miss. He's not gonna miss 25 games throughout the season. He's gonna miss 25 games in a row, which means that when he come back, he got to get back in the lineup. He got to get back to playing pro basketball.
He's gonna come off the bench again. He's gonna come off the
bench.
bench again. He's gonna come off the bench for a while, like he did last time. He's gonna come off the bench for about a month or so, like he did last time. But that ain't my point, Chill. Tell my point is, bro, is that Ron is over here talking about the Sacramento Kings, bro. Bro, the Sacramento Kings is in trouble, bro. Did y'all see their schedule? Hold on. Did y'all see the Kings schedule?
To start the season.
Yes. Did you see their schedule?
I did not see their schedule. No,
Everybody plays the same.
Okay, no, Ron. Ron, you're gonna tell the truth. You're gonna tell the truth.
About what?
Them hoes in trouble. They hold on. If you look at the Sacramento Kings, y'all. Hold on, y'all. No. You ain't finna do that, Ron. You finna tell the truth.
They play super teams that the Grizzlies don't play.
Oh, okay, so Ron, check this out. Yeah, so they play Utah opening night. Now, who wins that game since you were just glazing Utah?
Nah. Hey, look, check it out. Hold on. So we're gonna pick Utah in that game, right? The Grizzlies beat them, the Kings beat them. Every team that you said the Grizzlies beat, the Kings beat.
No, we're gonna pick Utah in that game, right? And then guess what, Ron? Guess what they get after that? Golden State Warriors. Then guess who they play after that? The Lakers. Then guess who they play after that? The Warriors again. Man, y'all ass gonna lose, man. Y'all play Utah. Then the
Kings on my team.
Then the Lakers. Look, chill time. This is their opening schedule. They gonna get humiliated, bro. The beam is gonna be shut down before the season starts. They play the Jazz on the 25th. On the 27th, they gotta go play Golden State. On the 29th, they gotta play the Lakers.
So ticket.
On November the 1st, Houston Rockets.
Over the first 25 games. Over the first 25 games, the Kings have a better record than the Grizzlies.
I guarantee you y'all don't. Check this out. Y'all gotta hold on. Check this out, Ron. Y'all gotta go play Shea. Y'all gotta go to Cleveland and play them boys in the Cavs. Then y'all play the Lakers again. Then y'all gotta go play Dallas. Y'all play the Pelicans 2 times in a row. Y'all play the T-Wolves. You guys have a hellified schedule to start the season. Yeah, listen, I take that bet right now.
We got the.
What you want to do?
Yeah, hey, look, check it out. Chill Town. These dudes play. I want everybody to listen to this. They play the Clippers, the Nuggets. They play They play the Clippers twice. This is in the first 25 games. This is who they playing. And I'm going from the last game all the way up to the first game. They play OKC. At OKC. They play the Strippers. They play Brooklyn. They play Denver and Denver. They play the Strippers in LA. They play the Warriors and Golden State. They play T-Wolves. They play the Pelicans 2 times in a row. They play the Dallas Mavs. Then they play the Spurs. They play the Lakers. They play the Cavs in Cleveland. They play OKC in OKC with Shea. Then you get an easy one with the Trailblazers. Then you play Mars, Houston Rockets 2 times in a row. Then you come back and play the Warriors, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Jazz. You guys ain't having a better record, Ron. We put that money on that right now.
Your ticket though.
Y'all gonna be trash. The season gonna get off to such a bad start.
To that, but I just want to hear. What do you think that they go in the first 25 games?
Oh, they gonna have a loser. Shit, it's gonna be like 5 and 14. No, the first 25 games. Let me see. They're gonna be 7. They're gonna be 7 and 18. They're gonna be 7 and 18. 7 and 18.
So the Kings are going backwards. The Kings are about to be the Kings of 2017 again.
If they 7 and 18 to start the season, Bullethead getting fired.
7 and 18. 7 and 18.
So can we just bet that the Kings have a above 500 record?
Nigga, we can bet. Nigga, we can put. Nigga, I hope I pull up. Nigga, we can do whatever y'all want to do. Nigga, however you and Bob want to do it. Shit, nigga, I'm stepping on. Like I said before, I don't want to hear no excuses, Ron. No excuses. I don't want to hear about like Brown not getting it done. I don't want to hear no excuses. Y'all have the worst schedule to start the season. Y'all have the hardest schedule pretty much in the NBA.
But the Kings is like that though, so that's why I'm
They're
not.
not, bro.
Really
Y'all not, man. Ain't no way y'all surviving that beginning of that season. And chill, you know, when you have season start that bad as they gonna have, man. So in
Ron,
the first
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now,
18.
Ron. So the season starts. We got to get on a plane and we got to go to Utah. 2 nights later, we come home. We got the Warriors at home on Friday.
No, you play Utah. No, you play Utah at home. Then you got to go play Golden State in Golden State.
We're talking about this season coming up,
right?
We talking about this season coming up, the 23-24 season. The season starts on Wednesday night. We got to get on the plane and we got to go to Utah. That's how the season starts. The next 2 nights later, which is Friday, we got the Golden State Warriors at home, and then we got the Lakers at home on Sunday. 2 nights after that, we got to jump on a bird and go up to Golden State. And then 2 nights after that, we got to come back and we got to go. We got to go down to Houston, play them twice. So that's 6 games to start the season. Where you think they at, Ron? Utah, Golden State, the Lakers, Golden State, Houston. Where you think they at?
4-2. I really want to say 5-1, but 4-2. 4-2.
Okay, so 4-2. So then we got Portland coming in here on Wednesday night, right? Then Friday night we got Oklahoma City coming in here, and then Monday we got Cleveland coming in here. Then we got to get on a bird and go. We got a 6-game road trip. So we got to go to the Lakers. We got to go to San Antonio. We got to go to Dallas. We got to go to New Orleans twice, and then Minnesota. So now that's 7 games. In those 7 games, Ron, where we at? One more time, Ron. Portland, Oklahoma City, Cleveland, Lakers, San Antonio, Dallas, New Orleans twice, Minnesota.
So how many games is that total?
7 games.
So I had them going 4-2. Now we have 7 more games.
I'm sorry. 8 games. Yep. 8 games. I'm sorry. 7 games. And I'm going to run it down one more time. Ron. You got Portland, Oklahoma City. Okay, so you got them 10-4 at this point.
Man, this nigga Ron is a lie, man, bro. He worse than Bob. Bro. He worse than Bob, dog. You really think y'all beating Golden State, the Lakers, and hold on, y'all beating Golden State, the Lakers, Golden State again. Then y'all ain't beating Houston both games. Houston gonna end up getting one of those games against y'all with Ime Udoka coaching. They're gonna sneak out one of those games. Let me see.
Both of those games, but we'll take.
So they're gonna sneak out one of the games, but the Jazz couldn't sneak out not shit against the Grizzlies without Ja, without a small forward.
The Jazz aren't Houston. The Jazz aren't Houston. So
hold on, y'all going to Utah, right? That's gonna be a hard game for y'all. What you call play Utah at home?
A hard game for Memphis.
Memphis playing at home.
Marcus Smart just gonna walk in there and just shut shit down.
Memphis played them in Memphis. That's different.
They played 4 times. Ticket in the first.
They play them 2 or 3 of those times in Memphis to start the season. Look it up.
So you said they're playing 4 times, which I'm assuming.
No, I'm saying, but they're playing. I'm saying to start the season, they play more of the games in Memphis. So Memphis got the home court advantage to start the season without Ja. I'm saying, the team that you and Bob glaze and get on y'all knees for. You sit up here telling me that y'all is gonna beat Cleveland, y'all gonna beat y'all play the Lakers twice, y'all play the strippers twice, y'all play Houston twice, y'all play the Warriors twice, y'all got the Dallas Mavs, the Pelicans, the T-Wolves, the strippers, the Denver Nuggets. Man, hell no way in hell, man.
Ticket. All I know is the Kings are a better team than the Grizzlies. They're going to have a better regular season than the Grizzlies, and they're going to go farther in the playoffs than the Grizzlies.
Are we sure?
And De'Aaron Fox is better than Ja.
We got to bet on that. We put a $200 on that. That's put 100, 200. I don't care. Listen, they ain't having a better record than Memphis. I don't care how you slice it, bro.
You want to do the end of the season, or you want to do the first 25
I don't care however you want to do it.
So let's do both.
They not a better team, bro. They're not a better team than Memphis, bro. Y'all is delusional, man.
Face for both.
Y'all delusional off one season, Ron. Look at that. Where y'all started to see the NBA really killed y'all season. Because if you look at that schedule, bro, y'all schedule is brutal, bro.
Ticket. Everybody plays the same teams.
No, but I'm saying y'all have the hardest schedule. Y'all have the hardest teams bunched up in a bunch.
In the first 25 games, if the Kings have a tough schedule, that means either the next 25 games or the following 25 games or the next games, It's gonna get easier at some point.
But you know, hold on. But you know, basketball. Once you are demoralized, your team might not be able to come back. The Lakers came back because they changed the roster. You think y'all can switch a whole roster over midway through the season?
I don't think the Kings dig themselves in a hole like that.
Okay.
I don't think the Kings are tripping
All
off
right.
of the Golden State Warriors.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for those you and Monique tiers. I'm gonna be here for both of those tiers this season. I guarantee.
Wait, so Ticket, you genuinely think the Kings just pulled a fluke job last year? Like, you don't think they're actually a competitive team?
Hold on, Armis Jones want to bet? Hey, Armis Jones. Okay, I got a G. I got a G on that shit. Hey, I know you good for the money because you got bread. I got a G that Memphis have a better record than them niggas at the end of the season. We got a G on that. Put on Armis Jones, Ron. You remember this episode? Armis Jones. We got that bet. I'm taking your money, boy.
Said I got the Kings having a better season than Memphis, and maybe my Pelicans if we healthy. Kings got a real squad.
Armis Jones. Do we have a bet? Do we have? Hold on. I'm betting, man.
Let us know.
Memphis have a better season than the Sacramento. They have a better record than the Sacramento Kings before the playoffs start.
I'm putting this. He said he'll put a stack on it.
I'm putting this. I'm with chill. I'll take that bet. I take that. Okay, let's go. I take that bet. See, Ron. I'm gonna show these dudes how to shut these clowns' mouths up. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, that little punk Shallow. He ain't been back ever since he made that bet with me because he can't win. His ass sitting somewhere in a hut praying that I get that he win that rent money. He praying.
Hey, Ticket. You see that super chat on the screen?
Let's go.
Hey,
I already know you good for the money. I ain't gotta worry about you. I already know. You know what my cash app is, baby. Just send me yours, baby. But you ain't gonna need. I ain't gonna need yours because I'm gonna win.
Ticket, we got the first 25 games. All right. The Kings will have a better first 25 games.
You made the worst bet, Ron. You should have just went. You had a better chance going for the season. Bro, y'all gonna be so sad. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, dog. But yeah, Memphis, like I said, bro, don't let these dudes out here downplay y'all. Memphis got 3-point shooting. They got 3-point shooting. The only problem these guys are talking about is wing play. And I don't really see that as a problem when you got Marcus Smart that can guard multiple positions.
So you genuinely think the Memphis Grizzlies got better with all the injuries they have, with losing a guy like they had, and adding Marcus Smart, granted, I'll give you that. You think that they got better, but the Sacramento Kings, who have done absolutely nothing but got better, they've added onto a already good roster, added pieces to that roster, kept their core guys, and expect nothing but development from the guys that were there that are only getting older, closer to their primes. You don't think that they were a serious team last year?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the teams I'm saying that the other teams got better that's around them.
You think the Grizzlies got better than the Kings?
No, yes. No. Yes.
Based on what?
Not only am I saying that, Chilltown, I'm saying the other teams got better than Sacramento too. I'm saying the Lakers got better than Sacramento. Phoenix got better than Sacramento. Got daggone the strippers healthy got better than Sacramento. Got daggone the Mavs will be better than Sacramento this year. Bro, Sacramento only gonna win like 40 to 45 games, bro. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all don't want to listen to what I'm saying. Everybody say I'm delusional. When I'm right, they ain't gonna say nothing.
Now, if you're wrong, are you gonna admit you're wrong, or you gonna move the goalposts? That's my question.
I'm just telling the truth on. OKC has gotten better. They getting Chet this year. What is y'all talking about, bro? Y'all don't know. Dom, you know too much basketball to fall for this trap.
I'm not falling for a trap. I mean, I think the Kings showed last year they actually made good improvement, and they did nothing but got better over the offseason. So
the Kings got lucky. Let's tell the truth. Hold on. We ain't gonna lie. We're gonna tell the truth. The Kings got lucky. Teams got hurt, and other teams. The Kings got lucky with injuries because injuries helped them go up higher in the conference. That's the truth. Injuries helped the Kings. The Lakers were hurt. The Lakers had 2 stars hurt most of the season. The Warriors had injuries. They got daggone not the Warriors, excuse me. The Lakers had injuries. The OKC Thunder had injuries with Chet last year. He ain't play him the whole season. They was almost catching you. The Timberwolves had injuries with Cat last year.
It's 54 games.
He coming back. The guy daggone the Memphis Grizzlies had the situation. They had injuries with Ja last year. He missed multiple games last year, and they had other injuries to key guys and the key guys. And then you just all you do is keep looking at the schedule. Bro, the goddamn Clippers, we know they had injuries. The Pelicans had injuries. They was missing Zion damn near the whole season, and Brandon Ingram was hurt from major time. And they was #1 in the West before they got those injuries. Bro, the Kings are frauds, nigga. The only reason why they won games because teams was hurt. Those is facts. If them teams wasn't hurt, you think they would have won them games?
So how serious do you think that the Warriors were last year? Because taking the Warriors to 7 games, I mean, I just think they had beat. No. How do you think that the Warriors were?
I don't because the Warriors were wrecked last year because they had because Draymond Green punched his teammate eyeballs out before the season started. So that season was wrecked. I said that from the first game. I said the season is over with. Once you do that, and one of the guys ain't traded, the season is over with because there's murky waters that you're walking in. That's why they didn't have no camaraderie and lost all those games on the road. So now, like I said, that this year the Warriors will be better just because they alleviated that problem and got rid of one of the main guys on the team that they had a beef with.
Marcus Smart ain't that good. I'm sorry.
You gonna see. Hey, bro, y'all keep praising them dudes. Memphis is better than these dudes, bro. All these teams is better than these
made them that much better, man.
Bro, I don't give a damn. Hold on. I don't give a damn with you, Ron, Bob, from his grave, wherever the hell he at. I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. Them niggas is frauds, bro. I'm telling y'all this. You're going to see this year. But when teams are more healthy, them niggas ain't winning them games, bro. They was winning games because teams was hurt, man. I just gave you 6 teams in the West that was hurt.
And you're lobbying for a team that's already hurt and depleted for the first 30 games.
They're better without.
No, they were better 2 seasons
ago. No, I'm saying
last year they were average. They were a 500 team.
But they're better. No. Listen what I'm saying. They're better than the other teams without their key players. What I mean is when the other teams lose their key players, they can't afford to do it. Memphis is one of those teams where they can lose their key players and still stay like right above water. The other teams can't. When you lose LeBron and AD, that hurts. When you lose Zion, that hurts. It showed. They went from first to out of the playoffs, nigga. When you got Luka and them hurt, that hurts. Luka and them, remember, Luka missed games. He was hurt last year. So let's be honest, bro. Y'all niggas need to stop lying, man.
It's a completely different team, though. It's a complete, like last year, they could afford to lose Ja, and I'm going to tell you why. Because they still had Dillon Brooks, but also they had Tyus Jones, who was able to steady those guys. I don't think Marcus Smart can steady Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, no small forward who we have no clue who's about to play there, and we don't even know if Steven Adams is going to play because his knee's injured. So I don't think Marcus Smart is that point guard that can do that. Last year, they had a solidified 4 starters who were in the playoffs with them the prior year. And the year before that, they had Desmond Bane, they had Dillon Brooks, they had Jaren Jackson, and they had Steven Adams.
So let me eat to you right now. Let me eat to your ass right now. And I'm dead serious. Let me ask you a question. How many games the Lakers won last year, Chilltown?
How many games did the Lakers win? They finished in 7th place.
How many games did the Lakers win last year?
I think they won 47 games, 46 games, something like that.
How many?
I think 46. I want to say 46, maybe.
How many games they won last year, Ron?
Who? How many games did the Lakers win last year?
Lakers, nigga.
I think they won 46 games last year. They finished with the 7th spot.
The Lakers won. No, excuse me. The Lakers won last year. The Lakers won. Let me see. Last year, the Lakers won 43 games.
Okay, they won 40.
Right. So Chilltown. If LeBron and AD are not hurt for 30 something games, if LeBron and AD only miss 15 games, how many wins you think the Lakers got?
I think that they could have gotten 5. They could have gotten 5 more wins, close to 50.
No. I'm saying no. I'm saying you think they could have got the 50 wins if LeBron and AD missed 15 less games?
So the games that they already missed plus 15 more games?
No. They missed 30 games each basically last year. Right.
Yeah.
If you cut those in half, let's say they missed 15.
So they missed 15 games. I think they close to the 50. If them dudes play those, if they play those 15 games, I think that they close to the 50 wins.
So that's more than the Sacramento Kings. Now hold on. Let me keep cooking these niggas because I'm gonna cook their ass 3 the hard way. Didn't KD miss games when he went to the Phoenix Suns last year?
I think he only played 8 games before the
Right.
before
So
the
and KD missed all them games because he got hurt as soon as he went over there in the layup lines, right or wrong.
Yeah, he did miss
Right,
games.
and then he came back in the playoffs. Okay, so if KD doesn't get hurt, how many more games you think the Phoenix Suns are worth winning?
I think that thing was doomed before it even started.
No,
So,
I'm saying how many? No, I'm saying if KD doesn't get hurt, how many more games do you think KD is worth out of 24 games?
if he doesn't get hurt,
Yeah, if he doesn't get hurt.
damn, that's tough, man. Because
No, I'm saying I'm asking you a question. I'm
answering the ticket, and the reason why I'm answering it is because he's been getting hurt. It's not like I'm dealing with a healthy KD.
I'll just ask you a question.
But if he's healthy, they got a much better chance to winning than when he's not.
Right? No, I'm saying so. Out of 24 games,
if out of 24 games, if he's playing healthy, 24 games with that crew, if he's playing 24 games with that crew healthy, I mean, I think they can win at least half of them. At least.
And guess what? And they won 45. So that's more than the goddamn fraudulent ass Sacramento Kings, Ron. Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, Karl Anthony Towns. How many games Cat missed last year? Mars. How many games Cat missed last year?
54 games.
Cat missed 54 games, right, Mars?
He only played 34. So
now, Mars, let me ask you a question. If Cat plays 25 more games, how many more wins you think that is for the Minnesota T-Wolves?
Double digits at least.
Oh, but guess what? The T-Wolves won 42 games last year. But if they had Cat, they win more than the Sacramento
I'm not
Kings.
trying to hit that
No. You're not finna say no. You're not finna say Ron. You're not finna say Ron, bro. You're not finna say Ron, bro.
I gotta step in on this one.
You're not finna say Ron, bro.
Because you told us last year that the Minnesota.
I'm not finished yet.
Oh my God, this is
I ain't finished. Hold on. I got more smoke for Ron. In that nigga Ox since he ran, right? Since Ox ran, he ran. Ain't my fault he ran. So like I said, go to the next one.
So you trying to either me on behalf of Ox running?
How many games? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you on behalf of Ox. How many games did Zion Williamson miss last year? And Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram played how many games last year? Mars.
Like
Zion played 29 games.
I want to say Brandon Ingram played like 47.
He played 47 games. How many games Zion missed? How many games Zion played last year, Ron?
29.
29. Okay, so Ron, let's just say that those two only missed half of those games. How many more wins is Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson worth to y'all, Mars?
They was at the top of the Western Conference.
That's like 15 wins.
They won 42 games. They better than the goddamn Sacramento Kings. I told y'all the Sacramento Kings is frauds. I ain't finished yet. So let's go down to the OKC Thunder. This gets surgical, Ron. Now, OKC Thunder, y'all been, can't nobody take this because down on your ass too. And that nigga Monique Bob too. Y'all was glazing Chet all this summer. I got the tapes. How many more wins is the OKC Thunder worth if Chet only plays half the season last year and Shea plays half the games he was hurt last year? Because Shea only played like what, 60-some games last year, Mars?
Mm-hmm.
I think they won 40 games last year. They won 40 games last year.
Yeah,
and
how many games did Shea play last year?
I know the exact answer.
How many games did Shea play last year?
Shea played 68.
Right.
68. Okay, so let's say Shea plays 10 more games, and let's say Shea plays about 5-6 more games, and let's say Chet plays half the season. How many more wins y'all think that's worth?
So Oklahoma City getting to 50 wins too?
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying with Chet. Hold on, y'all the ones blazing Chet. Y'all the ones saying Chet is all this.
And even if that's true, well, damn. So now we got Oklahoma City at close to 50 wins. Right?
Hold on, OG. I'm asking y'all. Answer the question though. How many more wins is Chet playing? 42 games next year. Only 42 games. I ain't even gonna get him the whole season. If he only plays 42 games last year, and Shea plays.
They won 40 games.
Hold on, time out. And wasn't Lou Dort hurt too? Mars, didn't he get hurt too?
I don't think Lou Dort got hurt.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, Ron. Didn't Lou Dort get hurt too? Hey, Ron, y'all some frauds, nigga. Hey, see, everybody never brought this to the table.
You're done.
Y'all never brought this to the table, Ron. You never brought this to the table, right? These niggas some frauds too. So hold on. Let's keep going, right? Let's keep going, right? So now, here's the last one right here that I'm gonna present to y'all. and this one's the dirtiest one right here. The Dallas Mavericks. How many games did Luka Doncic miss last year?
He missed a few games.
Yeah. And Luka missed games down the stretch too, right?
And they only had Kyrie. And they only had Kyrie for 20 games.
Ticket, you left out the strippers too. You left them out.
I left out who?
You left out the strippers.
Yeah, we ain't worried about them. I'll let them go ahead. We already know that. That's easy.
And you left them out, and they I think they won what 45 games, something like that.
Right. Hey, Ron, play the video. Ron, they said play a video. Play the video.
Hold on, wait. Oh, here it go. Look, y'all keep begging me to play this video. I can't play the video on the stream because the video is gonna get demonetized, so they're gonna take it down. So I can't do that. What I can play is I can play it on my phone and y'all can hear it. So you're not gonna be able to see it, but you can hear it. But if y'all wanna watch the video, go to Ox's channel and watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it right here though, so we can listen to it though.
Play it right there, Ron.
This morning, decided I'll get some cardio instead. You know what I'm saying? I'll get your feet moving. But I just wanted to address some of the comments asking why was I ducking, bold managing, and stuff like that. I just want to say this. I be tired of arguing on the internet with a grown-ass man-child who's scared to pull up in real life, scared to come to PC weekend, but want to cuss out grown men on the internet. No impulse control. It's weird. I know y'all think all that barking is big dog energy, but you ever seen what an ox do to a chihuahua in real life? In real life, the internet shit is for the birds. Ain't nothing thorough about that. Ain't nothing real about that. Yelling at grown men on the internet, cussing them out, but then won't pull up. Duck PC weekend. Come on, man. You ever seen what an ox do to a chihuahua in real life? Get your cardio in, y'all. Get it in.
Hey, who said? Hold on. First of all, who said he was an ox? That's first and foremost. Who named him ox? So we got to get that answer first. You understand what I'm saying? Who said he was an ox? And secondly, guess what, baby? Tickets like Deion Sanders, baby. I talk it. And in real life, I walk it, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I get the job done, baby. I ain't one of these dudes out here talking and don't deliver, baby. I delivers the goods, baby. Believe that. You understand? Ain't nothing wrong with making these people wait a little bit. Like I said before, man, you put the money on the table and get your math on. If you want ticket to show up, all you got to do is make sure them dollars is there. If them dollars is there and it's worth my time for me not to lose the money I'm going to lose to take the time off to go do it, I'll be there. So y'all, since all y'all want to see this thing, since y'all want to see Bob get humiliated, right? Because Bob's the one doing all this talking, right? Put the money up, and I'll go out there. Y'all put the money up. Go get about 3-4 G's. Pay me about 3-4 G's. I'll go out there and deal with this light work, man. It's the same thing, man. You got all these dudes in that screaming and crying all the time. And then when we get to the debate, I come in here and smoke these dudes. Y'all really want to put your face for ride with ticket? And then when I come in here, I lay the smack down like I always do. Like I said, we big game over here, baby. And the guys I came up around, and Chitchat know the guys I came up around, we smack dudes in the face and don't ask no questions. We ain't just talking about it, we gonna do it. And that's certified. And I ain't saying I'm gonna do that to Bob because I don't got no problem with Bob like that. But I am gonna bust his mofo ass on the court when I see him. Like I said, he easy work. Nigga got a jump shot like Lonzo Ball. You think I'm worried about
the
that?
Boxing match ticket.
You think I'm worried about
table too?
They got to go get some bread for that. If you want me to hit my brother, if you want me to punch my brother in his face, they got to put some bread for that. They out here paying dudes. They out here paying dudes bands for that.
Question. Do you be doing those like pro runs, like those Rico Hines, those pro runs with players and shit like that? You be doing those?
Nah, you said we used to do the pickup runs and stuff like that. I haven't been doing it at all recently.
Nah, I only asked. I was on the TikToks and the shorts last night. Hezzy guy had a clip. I could have swore it was a nigga look just like you out there, big man out there look just like you. Was that ticket out there with Hezzy?
Nah,
he got cooked. So I was like, I'm about to talk shit if it is you, but
nah. Hey, to the dude who said ticket talk, half of y'all don't even know. All of y'all don't even know me in real life, bro. Y'all niggas just, if you talk to niggas who really know me, like y'all know the niggas that really know me, bro. They really play. Ron knows people that know me. Ron, have you ever talked to anybody that knows me in real life from basketball?
You got to mention some people.
Huh?
You got to mention some people.
Say what?
You got to mention some people.
No, I'm saying, have you ever talked to somebody in real life that know me from playing basketball? Like,
Nah.
oh, okay. No, I was gonna say because you said.
But then again, I don't be asking around.
No, I'm saying you said you knew a couple cats. Like when I'm telling you about some cats that I had grown up with, you said, "Oh, I know him." That's why I was like, "Oh, well, you could just ask them niggas. They'll tell you." Because you said the other day you knew Reggie Williams.
No, I don't know Reggie, but I know of.
Oh, but you know who I was talking about. Yeah. You ask all these niggas that group. Ask all them niggas we play ball with. Ask all them niggas, man. They'll tell you, man. They'll say, "Oh, Bob, you want to smoke with Ticket?" Oh, come on, man. That's easy work, man. Like that's free money, man. Come on, bro. You don't just jump up for bums. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't just show up for scrubs. You got to show me something. Tell the nigga make 5 layups in a row on tape. Do something.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into these super chats. Send them through. We're gonna get to them. We got an hour left on the show, so let's. Hey, I want to dedicate the rest of this show to super chats. I want to only talk about super chats. What's up, Chill? You look like you got something to say.
I don't have anything to say.
Nah.
I'm just listening to y'all dudes, man. I ain't got nothing to say. This is Should I have something to say? I'm wondering. Should I have something to say?
Nah.
This is about the time in the show where Chill says, I don't really pay attention to the chat, but this Buddy OG dude is getting on my nerves. That's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm waiting.
I'm scared. Look at me.
Like I said,
this man.
If I paid attention to the chat, then
this man ain't even got an avatar. He talking about I'm scared. He ain't even got an avatar picture. He talking about I'm scared. Come on, bro.
I don't pay attention to the chat like that. And again, man, I'm straight. Like I said, Ron, I'm good. I'm so straight. This is, in the words of Ticket, bring it. That's all I gotta say. This is where you can find me at. And I'm not standing behind the keyboard. I'm not talking tough. That's all I'm at.
Hey, look, hey, Chill.
And not just bring it with a slick one-liner. I'm talking about do it every day, like we do it. Every day. Come and get in here in the trenches every day, and come get this smoke, like we do it.
Hey, look,
every day.
Y'all,
I don't know.
Y'all
like I said,
chat.
I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm not paying attention to the chat. I don't know what was said. I'm just going off of what I was just asked.
So put y'all money. Hey, if y'all believe in Bob, hey, I want to make sure everybody stand on what they saying. Y'all stand on what y'all say. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I see Bob and I annihilate his ass, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear, oh man, but yeah, Ticket, we knew. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Nope. Y'all gonna stand on that shit y'all said. Y'all gonna find something else to hate on. So tell Bob to go make.
Tell Bob no sympathy.
Bob can make as many Billy Blank workout videos he want. That shit don't matter to me, man. His ass, he gonna get destroyed if listen, I'm telling Ron, you already seen the tape on me, so you know what time it is. You know how I'm coming. You understand? Bob, I know how he coming. They got Lonzo Ball jump shot, man. Come on, bro. He's a rebounder. You know what I'm saying? He a rebounder, you know, and a dude to get his head dunked on about 10 times a game. That's it. Like I said, I'm not worried about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Say he can stop getting mad. I'm speaking facts. You feel what I'm saying? He can't do what I do. I can shoot the long ball. I can post up. I can hit the mid-range, and I can dunk that shit on his head. That's exactly what you're going to get a little bit of all of that if you come messing with me. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man.
Damn,
I tell you one thing, but hey, Ron, he ain't never put up no video. He ain't never put up no real in-game video. Why he ain't do that?
Yeah,
go pull up Ron. Pull up the full video of Bob. Pull up the full video of Bob, Ron.
Wait. Here's what
don't do it. No, because they're talking all this shit, Ron. Put my full video up and put Bob's full video up, and then you make a decision, nigga. Don't put no YMCA workout video, nigga. Put full in-game videos up, Bob. That's what we want to see. We want to see you going 1 for 9. Missing about 10 layups around the basket. I want to see if everybody feel the same way, nigga. Yeah.
One of these
this
episodes,
gonna cut deep.
We're gonna watch Ticket film, then we're gonna watch Ox film, and then we're gonna make an educated decision on who we think is a better player. One of these days.
Yeah. Hey, to the dude who said Ticket got game like Keith Kloss played in the NBA. I wouldn't mind having game like a dude to play the NBA.
I don't want Killian Hayes type game.
Yeah, if you said I play like Westbrook, I'd be mad.
Yeah, if you said I play like Killian Hayes,
hold on.
I'd be offended.
When you say, hey, I see you got game though, Damo. I ain't gonna front on you. Damo, the type dude you hate to play against Chill Time. Damo's one of them dudes that you played in college and stuff like the high school, man. You hate playing against big dudes like that use the body and them elbows and stuff like that in the post.
Absolutely.
He the type dude you got to foul him hard and all kind of shit, man. Like, man, I ain't even trying to go through
I
all
graduated from Shaq University of Big Man post game, man. Listen, I might be young, but I grew up watching Shaq. Legal elbows. It was a legal move, man. I don't care what nobody say.
Hey, Y8MS, you can come up here right now in the chat room. We'll send you a link.
Y8MS is talking cash today.
Y'all mad? Y'all take this shit real personal, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Bro, in real life, I don't hate Bob, man. It's called talking shit, man. Are you not entertained, bro? I'm not no punk. I ain't never gonna back down. I ain't no hoe. I'm a man at the end of the day. But if we were just in here agreeing on everything, bro, and we genuinely disagree, the show would not be fun.
Wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
Wouldn't work.
Y'all don't understand that, bro. Shaq knew what he was doing when he kept putting me and Chilltown in the same room when I first came on PC. Everybody was like, man, get Ticket out of here. He's crazy. No, Shaq knew that he's an evil genius. He knew it was gonna happen. When you put those type of chemicals together, it's gonna explode, but it's gonna make a great show. Same thing with me and Mars. But guess what? I can say that I honestly respect Mars and I respect Bob. They put in the work. I don't respect no troll. A troll can come do a drive-by and never have to answer that. And then the funny part is when y'all come up here, y'all get cooked. That's a fact. They'll talk all this shit about us, but then when they come up here, they be nervous. They get cooked. All this other stuff. I don't want to hear that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, look, you can say my name. I
really got a lot of respect for you, yo. Nah, it ain't really like that. I really fuck that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Chill, man. I ain't mean to say it like that. You know, I was just, you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about what Ron had said, because Ron told me, like, if he sent me the link, I could come up and chop it up. You know, I was just thinking like Mars, you know. Yeah, my bad.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. From the top, Aramis Jones sent the super chat through. He said, I got the Rockets as a playing team. Potential of the Pelicans when they played Phoenix in the playoffs, but at the lowest, I got them as what OKC was in the past season. By the way, Aaron Rodgers will miss the rest of the season.
And he coming back next year, and then that's going to be it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to come back from that Achilles tendon tear and play at that level. So he's going to come back next year because he ain't going out like that. And then he's going to wrap it up after next year.
He's still the GOAT.
Mahomes is still playing. Is Mahomes not a football player?
He's also the GOAT.
Oh,
Both better than
I feel it.
both better than Brady. That's what I'm as.
There's a lot of quarterbacks better than Brady.
Facts. Facts.
Y'all really trying to shake the room with that one, huh?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Hey, man. Hey, time out, man. Man, this nigga Bob got the chains on looking like 2 Chainz. This nigga doing exercises with goddamn I just seen the video, bro. This man Bob got goddamn on. This nigga got on. This nigga got the big dumb chains on, running around with the weight chain like, man, Bob, man, don't embarrass yourself, bro. Stop playing with me, nigga. Stop playing with me, Bob. Stop playing with me, man. Chill, you gotta look at that video Bob put up, man. That boy's hilarious.
Aramis Jones also tapped in again. He said, believe it or not, and people can argue with their mama, but Dillon Brooks, besides Ja, was the culture of the new era Memphis Grizzlies, especially when Ja was injured or suspended. Not a Brooks fan.
Yeah.
Tay Luke said, does evolution equate to being better?
Bigger, faster. Yeah, bigger, faster, stronger. It could mean it could technically mean better. That don't mean that you're gonna be better, but technically, yeah.
Like if you put a Ferrari against Henry Ford's first automobile, the Ferrari would destroy it.
Or if you put a Ferrari in 2023 up against a Ferrari from 1972, those two Ferraris aren't the same.
But then you got to think about how much, like the way I do it, how much better was that 1972 Ferrari to every other car on the market at the time.
Right.
Versus how much better is a Ferrari today compared to every other Ferrari at the time. So I do it just based on how much better you were than everyone else. That's how good you are to me. Because I can't expect Jerry West to be as good as Kyrie Irving from a skill set perspective, because Jerry West was playing when the NBA was 15 years old. So he just didn't have as much to go off. So I don't do it that way. I just do it based on relative to the time in which you played. That's how good you are to me.
Do you expect Jerry West in 1967 to come to 2023 with the skill set that is today? Would he be able to adapt to that and change his game and be able to do what they do today? And how long would that transition be?
Well, in this hypothetical, if you just took Jerry West from 1967,
right,
and just put him in 2023, like just put him in an NBA game right away.
That Jerry West. That Jerry West.
If you just took him from one 1967 NBA game to 2023, I don't think anything's happening. I think he'll be terrible because he didn't have any time to adjust. Now, if you made Jerry West grow up today and gave him 20 years to just, he had his natural talent and he had his brain, he was that smart, and you gave him the opportunities that people have today, I think he would be fine. But if you just said, "Hey, come from this 1967 game, we're gonna dash you in this 2023 game against the Memphis Grizzlies, and I want you to figure it out," he's gonna be cooked. He couldn't use his left hand. He didn't even know that you was allowed to put your hand on the side of the ball at that point. He's just gonna be out there lost. So that's why I don't like to do things like that, because the hypothetical, the only way it would make sense is if you said, well, they have to grow up in today's era with today's technology. Like, I'm not doing all that. So I don't really like put much stock into how someone would look like in the past. Like Kyrie in the 60s, everyone says, "Oh, he."
What am I missing? what am I missing? I'm clearly missing something. What am I missing? What am I missing?
Hey man, W Buddy OG.
I know that's your man, Mars, but I mean, what am I missing? And the reason why I'm asking this is because, like, who is this dude? Right? Who is this dude? Honestly, I don't know who this dude is. He came up here one time, and then he came up yesterday with, I think he said something about, because the chat matter, man. The chat matter, man. I don't care about that. I mean, that doesn't hold any weight with me. I would, in the words of Jay-Z, if you shoot me, you famous. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. Don't nobody know about you. Nobody care about you, B. So step off me, man. Step off me. Fuck out of here. Get your ass out of here.
I'm in tears.
I'm goofy ass out of here. Fuck out of here.
All right, y'all. Junior Soto with the super chat says, salute the panel. Long time lurker here. Ticket. How did you know it was time to hang it up after 16 years playing overseas?
That's a good question. That's a real good question.
That's a great question.
That's a damn good question.
You know everything that's been going on this whole episode. Ticket, how'd you know to hang it up?
Word. I don't think we got Ticket.
Damn, we should save that question.
Yeah.
That question's
I definitely saved that one. Yeah, definitely saved that one.
But in the meantime, Y8MS said, respect Buddy OG and respect chat, bruh.
Them young boys had Ticket out there doing the merengue. Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's time to wrap it up.
I ain't got it no more,
up, man.
I ain't got it no more. Nope, I ain't got it no more. Time to shake the spot. I don't have it no more.
Them young boys sent him with the Jose Alvarado. He was like, yeah, it's cooked.
Yo, Ticket.
Ron, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, my bad. Nah. I still playing some local leagues now. I still get run in now. I still playing local leagues now and local pro leagues now. I just don't play around the world like I used to no more.
Right.
Here in DR, they have local leagues in different cities, professional leagues. So I still play in those leagues. So yeah, that's how I go.
I already told Mars.
Since I stopped,
Randall, real quick, Ticket. Randall, whatever your name is, Goat Takes. I told Mars that I was trolling. Championships aren't as high as I would like to. I was trolling Mars when I said that.
No, it's when I stopped traveling is when it, you know what I'm saying? No, it's just when I stopped traveling was after when the pandemic hit. that pretty much stopped me from really wanting to travel again. That's when I really stopped going to different countries and stuff like that. Is when the pandemic hit. Like for those 2 years, I just set it down, and then once it slowed up around here, I just started playing in the local leagues, and I left it like that, man. I ain't really.
How was the run down there, Ticket? How was the run down there? Is it good?
Oh man, it's man, guys, man, it's gotten like you see some like a lot of the players that you see on TV, they playing in like those guys are playing in the country, playing in local leagues and stuff like that. So like I see these guys all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm with these coaches and stuff that's out here all the time. You know what I mean? So it's cool, But like I said, man, I do miss traveling around the world and stuff like that. I miss that. That's the part I do miss. Like I miss just being in different cultures and stuff like that. I think about it all the time. But other than that, man, it's cool. It just showed me that it's more than just the States. You know what I'm saying? It's more to see than just the States. I used to always think it was just the States until I first went overseas and I started seeing and experiencing different things. And I was like, man, and then every time I come home, like during the summer, people be doing the same thing, like same dudes stand on the same corner, or somebody might have went to jail.
Don't change over here, Ticket.
Bro, that shit crazy.
Around the world, things is moving. New experiences.
Bro, you can go for like 10. They ask you, bro, why you don't want to be in the States? Man, if you travel the country and see all these women I see, bro, all these exotic looking different women, what the hell wrong? I don't know what the hell wrong with these people, bro.
With that being said, Ticket, I'm finna come see you.
Bro, y'all, look, you and Bob can pull up. Listen. You, Bob, Marge, y'all can bring PC weekend out here. We'll have fun. I'm not, listen, I don't hate none of these dudes. When I come in and do what I have to do, which is deliver. Yeah, Damo can come too. If Damo can control us, well, I can't say too much to Damo. But yeah.
Control myself.
If he can control his mind, because Damo look like he freaky.
You know me too well.
Oh, we get that. we know what time it is with Damo. Yeah.
Oh man. Hey Ron, but you know what I'm talking about, Ron. Like even in Greece, you go to Greece, you're like, man, stop playing with me, man. No, you heard Rick Ross. He said my chick look Lebanese. Simply, I'm into better things. Like this ain't no game. Yeah. When I went to Lebanon and seen the chicks in Lebanon, I'm like, hold on. You see half bridges blown off. You go to the club, the chicks in the clubs is like, God, dog. It's a different vibe, man.
Yeah, let me go ahead and move Lebanon up the bucket list.
Different feel. Being overseas, bro.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. Blue Champagne said Mars is built like Kyle Lowry, and then he said Dub is built like Raymond Felton.
Hey, yo.
Y'all gotta, man. Y'all don't gotta be so insulting with your super chats. A1J1 said Crybaby TV at it again. Today, just one of them episodes.
It is.
Adam Eden said, Ticket, by your patriotic logic, do you look down on Muhammad Ali for choosing prison over his literal legal obligation to serve the country?
No, I don't. And I never used that. Y'all let Bob take that out of context on his lame ass video yesterday. I was never saying that. The only thing I said is don't talk one thing, and then when you need trouble, I can't talk shit about Chilltown all day and talk about how he's a punk, he's a bitch, all this other stuff. And then when I get in trouble, the first thing I do, hey, chill, man, come help me. No, stand on that business. Mm-hmm. Accept your punishment, accept whatever you gotta do, and then when it's over with, then you do what you gotta do. Don't talk down like she was doing. And y'all come in here talking down on the country, but then you want to ask them to do something for you when you're in trouble. Nah, stand on that. Since you talking down, since you say you don't need it, you don't like it, you don't appreciate it, I ain't saying you can't challenge it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, since she was talking all greasy, you seen who the first one she called on. I told y'all yesterday. Ron, all these people in here talk about, oh man, I ain't religious, man. I'm an atheist, man. Soon as dude gets shot in the leg, first thing they say is, oh my God, please, God, Lord, please save me. Boom. I thought you didn't believe in God.
I actually say, oh my Big Bang. That's what I say.
Big Bang? That's what you say?
Yeah,
what the hell? What are we doing, yo?
That's what I say.
Winter sent through a super chat, said chill. So you don't think behind the scenes other players ain't saying anything Ja was? Just anything? Ja was just bold enough to actually say it publicly.
Yeah, they are saying it behind the scenes to their crew. Like, we better than these dudes, and they delivering.
I'm just confused on the fact that if you're in an interview and the interviewer asks you something like that, I just don't know what you're expecting somebody, a young, confident man to say. I just don't.
I'm not I'll tell you what I'm not expecting him to say. I'm not expecting him to say, especially considering what they produced. I'm not expecting him to say we boss out. The year before that, first of all, you didn't even complete the playoffs because you got hurt. You can't even hold up. The year before that, you also got hurt. You can't hold up. And now you talking like you're the heavyweight champion of the world. Or you the number one contender to the heavyweight champ. You're the number one contender to the heavyweight champion of the world, even though you got dropped twice. Nah, B, you ain't nice enough to talk like that. You're not.
I don't know about that one, man.
Ja was perfectly fine to say he was worried about Boston. Why did he not say he was fine in the NBA?
Because they asked him about the West, right?
Yeah, no, at first they said, "Who is he looking at?" He said, "We're looking at Boston."
Because that's
then he said that. Then he got asked about the West. He's like, "No, I'm not looking at no one in the West."
What if
So
he
said,
was
I'm fine. He said, quote, he said,
yeah, he
I'm
can give
fine in the
Boston
West.
props, but he can't give anyone in the West.
Well, no,
props.
because
like they've been in the finals the last 2 years and they walking.
They're asking
to the
who
NBA
are
championship.
you looking for in the East, and the teams he's looking at the team that he thinks is going to make it to the finals out the East.
Yep.
Make it out the East. That's the Celtics. He thought the Celtics going to make out the East.
And you got to look at teams in the West to get out the West, right?
Right. Which they haven't done. They have not done.
My point is, if he's fine saying we're looking
the
at
West.
Boston and just saying, "Oh no, we got this," instead of saying, "Oh, we got this, we'll be fine. Whoever we see in the East, we'll win." No, he was like, "No, Boston is the team we're looking at, not Milwaukee." No, he said Boston. But in the West, it's not. No, we'll get through the West no matter who we play. Why did you not just say no? Whoever comes out the East, we got them too. So clearly, he's fine saying that we have to look at someone. He just didn't think it was in the West.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
And I agree, there is nothing wrong with that. But then when you do get smoked in the West, you best believe you're going to get some backlash. Like that's
fine. At least he didn't run from the backlash. He's not making
I agree.
He's not crying about it. He didn't pull a Dillon Brooks. It was none of that. He got smoked. He got smoked. It is what it is.
Also, too, though, keep in mind, though, they played against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies played against the Warriors. The Warriors went on to win a championship. But it was a hard-fought 6 games. Ja did miss 3 games, too. So I know in the back of his mind, he's thinking, okay, if I play all these games, then we play, maybe we beat them. And they go on to win a championship. So now we're a year more experienced. We're a year better. This year, I expect us to beat them and go ahead and run through the West. Now, obviously, it didn't happen that way, but you know, I'm not mad at Ja's confidence.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying, like, clearly he had no problem saying that there was teams he was looking at. It just wasn't in the West, and now he has to stand on that and take the backlash.
And also to like Damo's point too, like you got dudes in your faces with cameras all day, every day, asking you questions. Are you guys going to do this? Are you guys going to do this? Are you worried about this? Are you worried about that? And then the crazy thing is, you can be humble all season, and then the last day of the season say something like, "Yeah, I'm confident that we'll win the championship. We're not concerned about anybody." And then they'll take that little snippet and all of a sudden blow it up, especially with a guy like Ja. So I don't know. Sometimes we put too much stock into some of these things. Like you got to understand, it was probably a press conference of 20 minutes of people asking them those questions, and they took that one little snippet and said that. And I mean, what if it's a day where Ja's just not feeling shit? What if he's in a bad mood and he like, yo, no, I don't give a shit about none of these guys. All right.
I'm just confused on someone saying stop making excuses for Ja. No one's making excuses. I'm saying he is a confident guy in the league. He's seen as one of the future top guards in the league. Hell, right now he's debatably top 5 point guard in some conversations. Now, depending on who you're talking to, they wouldn't put him up there. Some would. If he's not top 5, he's definitely top 10 point guards in the NBA. Why should he not? He's a face of a franchise. I don't understand why it's so bad for him to feel confident. There's a difference. You lose. But this team's been rebuilding, and they've been rebuilding around him. He's been in these, 4 years? And in those 4 years, he turned around.
6. I think 6. He showed up. No, he can't. He showed up. This is year 5. He showed up the same year that Zion showed.
Turned around a team that was rebuilding. Right. Literally has the weight of Memphis on him. Now, outside of some off the court bad decisions, the kid's just confident in this game. I don't understand. Right. I want you to say, honestly, if that's my point guard, if they ask D'Lo who you worry about in the West, you better say nobody. You ask Austin Reeves who you worry about in the West, you better say nobody.
Here's the difference though with that.
Point guard say, "Oh, I'm worried about Steph Curry." What?
No, you don't have to say that, Damo, because I can use the example. I could walk up here and I can go, "Yo, Ron asked me, Chill. How you feel? How you feel about the panel? Yo, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll smoke all these dudes. But then I come up here and I can continuously get smoked. I can't keep talking that until I actually produce that I can smoke these dudes. And I haven't produced that. And when he says in the Western Conference, I'm fine, when guys like Luka have been to the Western Conference Championship, right? When guys like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have been to the Western Conference Championship, and you can't even stay healthy the whole playoffs to get out of the second round of the playoffs, there has to be some humility for you, B, because you haven't done that yet.
Yeah, and you know Joe watches the panel too, so he got ticket up here hyping them, saying
Right.
they're finna go 18-7. So now you probably think they're gonna win the NBA championship.
Right. Exactly.
Y'all just wait till next season. Next super chat from Tay Luke 777. He said, "Ticket, you had a post game. Who do you model it after?"
Oh, Hakeem, KG, guys like that, especially Hakeem. I used to love Hakeem, man. I used to love all the pump face Hakeem used and all the other stuff. So I would have to say the first guy would be Hakeem. Then I would say KG after that. And then probably, that's pretty much the two guys I'm looking at the post.
Notice how we ain't say Tim Duncan.
Nah, I ain't like Tim Duncan.
Exactly. Boring. Don't no one care. Facts.
Just face up off the glass. He was just simple, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, and he was dominant at it, but you know, it just wasn't sexy.
Exactly. Get packed up, Timmy.
Aramis Jones with 3 back-to-back super chats said, "I got you, Ox. Your King's gonna do better than Memphis this season. I got a stack on it."
That boy gonna lose his money for Ox.
He also said, "Play Ox video."
He did. And
He said $20 to correct a spelling mistake. Aramis Jones different.
Winter with another super chat said, "Wait, but ain't Brandon Clark and Steven Adams coming back?"
Adams is Brandon Clark, isn't?
Oh no. Oh no.
Random Guy Speaks said, "Hold up. Doesn't this feel like a fatal flaw that the Grizzlies, if they don't have a starting quality wing, Smart can't be the answer to everything?"
Nobody said that. I just said he was the answer to that. See how y'all try and twist up what I said? I said he was the answer to the wing situation. Now you want to make it everything. Don't twist the words. Peep what I said.
Eddie Wilson said, "Zion Williams is an option to start, in my opinion."
Not Zion.
Zaire Williams is an option to start, in my opinion. He showed promise as a rookie, but has struggled with injuries since. I think he can develop into a solid 3D wing.
I hope you're right. I don't want to see any players fail, but
that's what I'm thinking about with him. That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
Yes, you do, Mars. You a lying SOB.
No, see, this is the thing.
You want that. I'm gonna expose your ass right now.
Look, you're about to lie. But go ahead.
You want the big dude to fail from the Warriors. You want
see, that's the thing. If I think someone's bad and I actively say I think they're bad, that doesn't mean I want them to always be bad just so I can say, oh, see, I was right. He's terrible. I want James Wiseman to be good. I don't want anyone to just be terrible. I want Killian Hayes to be good. But they are bad.
You want Wiseman to be good? You want Wiseman to be good?
Yes, I want every NBA player to be good. You know why? Because if every NBA player is good, that's a better product for me to watch. I don't want to see bad players on the floor.
When Chilltown said he could be good
about being right, that I will actively pray.
When Chill said he could be good, Mars, you set up here. You gave every reason in the world why he was garbage.
I don't think he will be. But if he is, I'm not about to be like,
oh, damn, you gave every reason. You don't have no hope, Mars. That's your problem. You ain't got no hope, dog.
I don't think he's going to be good. That doesn't mean I want him to be bad. See,
bro,
I don't care about being right as much as you do.
Tim Duncan
Just I think he's going to be bad doesn't mean I want him to be bad. I think he's going to be bad. If he ends up being good, I'll be like, nice, I was wrong. Congratulations. I don't want him to be bad. I just think he's going to be. I don't care that much about being right that I'm going to prey on someone's downfall just so I can tell you guys, oh, see, I was right. You guys are wrong. No, I'm not doing that. Like, you might want to do that.
Yes, you do, Mars. So now you're perfect, Mars. Okay. I got you.
I'm definitely not perfect. I just
we got to see some what you said about the big fella, and when Chilltown said he thought he could be, Chill said he thought he could be successful, you said no, he did. You gave him zero chance.
Yes, I still give him zero chance. That doesn't mean I want him to fail. I just think he's going to.
MP13 said, "What player would have the best quote unquote super version of themselves? Like Super Kawhi, if he could have his current offensive game plus his Spurs defense."
I will
Best super
say,
version of themselves.
I will say, if 2017 Westbrook was consistent, that's the greatest point guard of all time. With help,
If second Cleveland LeBron had Miami LeBron defense, there would be no question about who the best player to ever exist would be.
I would have to say Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid leave meat on the bone, man.
All the
If
time.
Joel Embiid was the best version of himself, chill time, that fool would be damn near 38-17 in the playoffs, bro.
All the time. If
Real talk, bro.
if 95 Olajuwon was playing 89 defense,
If 06 Kobe was playing 2000 defense, oh my god.
Or 2001 defense. Yeah, he'd be pretty. Yeah, he wow.
Moving along, Tay Luke 777 said Memphis might have to call Kelly Oubre Jr. up.
He would help them. He's just not a top 25 defender, but he would help them.
He is.
All right.
You remember I said that too, Mark. You remember I said that shit when it happened.
Okay.
All y'all gonna be looking at Kelly this year. Y'all gonna say, "Damn, Ticket was right." Watch. Y'all gonna say that shit.
Okay.
Y8MS said, "Ticket scared, bro. He just talking. He talking about he really like that. If you were like that, you would have gone to Ox Weekend, not PC Weekend.
Miss Ox Weekend now.
Bro, let me ask y'all a question, man. Everybody focus on me. This is how I know I'm the motherfucking man. Everybody talking about me not going to PC Weekend, but y'all don't never talk about the leader of PC not being there. Y'all don't never talk about Fluent not being there. Y'all only talk about the big ticket, baby. So like I said, you keep making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Believe that.
Damo ducked the grind too.
Whoa, Duck the Grind is crazy. Y'all popped up PC Weekend after a year of me planning to go to DreamCon. That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, but everybody else getting an excuse, but except for me, right? See, that's how y'all doing the chat. L chat. Ron, they ain't gonna talk about the leader of PC not being there. They ain't gonna talk about that. They ain't talking about Shaq not being there, right? Feel me?
CK said, "Congrats to PC for adding all of these platforms and giving people an outlet, and above all, adding their first special needs panelists, Ticket TV."
Ain't no way you read that whole comment and didn't see what it said.
I am special need. I especially need your mama, CK. Deliver her to me. Deliver her to me. That's a special need I need. Deliver her to me right now. Real talk, baby.
Will Hofer said, "Love the panel. Would a player like OG Anunoby be a perfect fit on the Memphis for their 3 spot?"
Yes.
If he stops complaining about winning a larger role, yeah.
Yes, I think he'd be perfect for them. He's Dillon Brooks minus the headache, and he could actually knock a shot down consistently. I think he'd be perfect for them. I don't think Toronto giving him up though. Not to Memphis, he not. No.
Toronto need to give him up because they ain't competing for nothing.
Y8MS said, "Ticket be saying he respects Mars and Bob, but he openly disrespects them on the panel. Ticket be moving like a boy when he is around his crush. He just talking."
Sock it to my pocket, baby.
Drink More Water said, "Giannis announced on a podcast he's going down to Houston to work out with Hakeem before training camp. What do you guys want to see come of this? Out of this?"
I want to see Giannis in Houston.
Of course, you want to see that. Absolutely, you want to see that.
That's what happened. I need to see some recruitment from Hakeem. That's what I need to see.
Hold up, though. Like, okay, so you just, hypothetically speaking, you trade Giannis for Jabari. Let's say something like that happened, or Giannis went and signed with Houston. What does Houston look like this year with Giannis on the squad?
With that squad?
If we didn't make the conference finals, I'd be disappointed.
Hey, drink more water. You said wasn't Shaq playing ball? Well, if Shaq was playing ball, I was running a business. Now, shut the hell up. You need to drink less water. Don't you know if you say drink more water every day. Don't you know if you drink more water, you die? Don't you know too much water will kill you, boy? So you need to drink less water sometime. Drink more water some days and drink less some days. Because if you just keep drinking water, you're gonna die. Look it up.
Drink an adequate
sucker.
amount of water every day. There you go.
Nah, his name says drink more water. He always drinking more water every day. Well, if you drinking more water, you're gonna die.
Rest in peace.
Piss.
Oh, damn.
All right, Aramis Jones said, do y'all think Brandon Ingram will ever reach his full potential and get it together? Or do y'all think he's going to leave my pals and reach it?
Never reach it.
I think he has reached his full potential. I
was about to say, what are we going into year 8?
I just think his
He
potential
hasn't
isn't as
chilled.
high as people thought.
He hasn't chilled. Let's chill. He was a way better defender with the Lakers, but he's a way better offensive player now. He hadn't put it together. With the Lakers, he was a way better defender. Way better defender with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Ain't we going into year? What are we going into year 8 now?
Same drop to Jaylen Brown. Yep.
Yeah, we're going into year 8 now. So I mean, he is who he is at this point. And I'm not going to get 5 or 6 years of like what you was talking about, the better defender on the Lakers plus the offensive. I'm not going to get 5 or 6 more years of that. No, that's not happening.
Yo, this is a damn good player though. Like,
absolutely, I ain't gonna fight that.
Number one option on your team.
He's a bucket getter. 100%. He's a bucket getter. I won't fight that part. No.
If he's inconsistently healthy, then Brandon Ingram is their franchise player right now. He's their
Hey,
number one
hey,
option.
Rob, they say I'm capping. Put this on the screen real quick. Go to Google and type in what happens if you drink too much water. I'm dead serious. Hold on. Go to Google right now, Rob. Put on the screen right now. What happens if you drink too much water? Read what it says right there. Since y'all say, oh, Ticket, that's an L analogy. Okay. Go to Google and read it. Google. Let's pull it up right now. If you drink more water, like this drink more water tells you, right? What happens if you drink too much water? What does it say, Ron?
It says you die, man.
What did his name just mean? Drink like more water than you would drink like soda, or
No, man. It means he wants everyone to die because he's trying to get them to.
Yeah. He need to switch it up some days. Some days put drink less water.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I'll drink more water trying to commit mass genocide on the people, man.
Yeah.
You need to get timed out for that drinking water. We can't have that in this chat.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Radale's GOAT take said, so just to be clear, Steph, if he ain't playing an elite level, if he plays at an elite level and wins another championship for 3 to 5 more years, can he go above Kobe? Also, it's Radale.
No, I don't think so.
He's just not better than Kobe.
I don't think so.
Sometimes it's that simple.
No. I think he would be basing it on him winning the championship. Him playing at a high level. Is his playing at a high level the same as Kobe playing at a high level? Like with Kobe being the all-league defender that he was, being the best player in the NBA championship series? Are you talking about that? Because at this age, I don't see that. So, no.
It'd be crazy if Steph just became an all-league defender at 36.
CK said, Ticket ain't say Tim Duncan because they are the same age. Can't idolize a contemporary.
How old is Tim Duncan, Chilltown?
Yeah, because he said Kevin Garnett. So
he's got to be in his mid-40s. He's probably 45.
Tim
Duncan came in 97 and he was 22. Mm-hmm. So what is that? 75?
Tim Duncan's 47 years old. He's way older than me.
Yeah, 47.
Tim Duncan's way older.
Damn, Chill, you're older than Tim Duncan. Jesus.
I am. I'm not older than Bill Russell, though.
In the same
or Chamberlain, or Olajuwon. So,
CK said PC should have a panel called the Crayon Hour, where all the fans just glaze their idols, with it being hosted by Ticket, Chilltown, and G-Mac. Crayon Hour. Well, consider it. I'll add it to my new show ideas. I got you. Chill, you don't know that?
No, I'm good. But thanks, though.
No, you good? You don't want to do all that?
No love for Crayon Hour?
No love for
Crayon Hour? That's the
straight.
Yeah, hey. Chill just dubbed the show. It's a wrap. Winter said, Ticket, do you still think Joel Embiid needs to go to Miami?
Yeah. If I was Miami, I would trade Bam for Joel. If I had the chance to, I would trade Bam and Tyler Hero and whatever else they wanted outside of Jimmy. I think Jimmy brings the best out of Joel Embiid.
Would Miami do that though, yo? Would Miami give up Bam? Would they do that?
Yeah, Embiid's an MVP, bro. He's an MVP. At the end of the day, you trading for an MVP is verified, bro. I mean, you can't go against that.
Chill. I would be thinking the other way. Would Philly do that?
There would be no question whatsoever. Yeah, that's a question. Would Philly want to trade down? That's trading down, bro.
At that point, you might as well start rebuilding.
If you
Again,
he's the last part of the process.
Process point 2.
The process over at that point.
Is that what it
Nah, Damo, because all them people that glaze Bam and overrate him, now they're going to stand on it now. Because he's going to have to be everything they say he is in Philly.
And so with Tyrese Maxey. So you have Bam and Tyrese Maxey leading the team. The same way you say the people that glaze the Bam, the same people that glaze Tyrese Maxey. Hey,
Damo, I'm 100% with you. I don't think Bam is as good as they say he is.
Now, if they trade Joel, they're already trying to trade James. Well, they already need to trade James Harden. But that would mean, do you feel like they should trade Joel before James Harden?
I think, well, me personally, I would get him out of there now when he's at his highest value before he can do something like get hurt this season, bro. Because this season going to be a wash, bro. They're not going to win a chip. If you're not winning a chip, bro, I'm blowing this up. If I'm not winning the chip, I'm blowing it up, bro.
Because that's why they got him, man.
Right. That's why they got him there. Because if he gets hurt again, now you got to go through a whole nother season of foolishness. Like, it's a wasted season. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trading him now, getting as much as I can get for him. You know, if I can get Jaquez, whatever that kid's name is from Miami, if I can get Bam, him, Hero, and a couple other pieces, I'm doing all that. I'm stripping them down.
Moving along, Eddie Wilson said Al Horford, ?
You're talking about leaders on the Boston Celtics.
He would have to be the leader. Well, have to be a leader.
I just think that with KP, now you got a 3-man big rotation, and a lot of that stuff that Al Horford had to do last year, that's going to be taken off. And I think he's going to be more effective this season, especially considering he's older.
I can see that. Drink more water or drink less water. My bad.
Well, chill. I might be able to watch the football again if they do this. They're saying the Jets may sign Colin Kaepernick.
He ain't played in 7 years.
What?
That's not happening. That's not.
Why? What the heck?
Damn.
Just trust Zach Wilson at that point. What are we doing?
I'm not even buying no stock.
Just get Tom Brady.
Kaepernick is not.
Man, we got a chat room full of Kaepernick haters in here.
I love Cap.
I just don't think.
For the reasons I love Cap is the reason why he's not getting signed.
Oh, my bad.
Was he good?
Hold on. They reached out
when
to
he
the
was
Jets.
out when he ended up getting out no, bro. By the time he got out the league, he was not all right. No, he was not.
They've reached out to
so
the
he's
Jets.
trash. I'll pack him up.
He was not all right. By the time he did all the things off the field that makes him an exemplary brother. No, not taking none of that away. He stood on business. I give him that. But on the field, Cap was done.
He was an average quarterback. I'm a 49er fan, Miles, and he played for the 49ers, and he had that one great year. But after that, he was average at best.
He was Jeremy Lin. He's Jeremy Lin of football, bro. He had a Lin Sanity run, and then that was it. After that, he was an average football quarterback. He could be a backup.
That was the last time I watched the NFL. That was the last time I watched the NFL. But y'all sad, man. Y'all saying the man was. I ain't see it. I ain't see all that.
But if he's not good, then why should he be in the league?
No, he should for sure have a job. Like Mars, it's different when it comes to quarterbacks. When it comes to quarterbacks, you have very few elite quarterbacks. Then you have a solid amount of good quarterbacks, and the rest of the quarterbacks are just mid. Like everybody's just mid. So it's like he falls in that somewhere between.
NFL hire me, and niggas just bring and touch people. Give me a paycheck. Why not?
They have that.
Y'all say that, Damo. Y'all say that, Damo. But that's part of the reason why I don't watch the NFL no more. Like, for example, guys like T.O., he can still play in the NFL. T.O. can still play in the NFL right now.
At almost 50.
Ain't he like 2
He's almost 50. He'll be 50 in December.
No, that league is not serious. I'm sorry. Ain't no way you're
someone said I'm hating. No one is hating on Cap. That's getting PT. I mean, backup quarterback. Yes, I do feel like he should at least be a backup quarterback. But I feel the same way about Cam Newton. Cam deserves to be a backup. But if you have the mindset that you're trying to start, no, Cap Cap should not be a guy you're signing to start or be a game manager for your team. But I'm just glad they get.
I'm about to look up his stats.
No more. I am
No. I was saying I misread it. It said that his agent had contacted him.
Mars, to give you an idea as a quarterback, he wasn't an accurate thrower. He didn't do his homework. He wasn't very good at reading defenses. He never went through his progressions. He would be in the pocket. We had a really good offensive line with San Francisco. He would be in the pocket for 2-3 seconds. He would not hit open guys. He would run and completely blow the play up. And he was a turnover machine.
Didn't he go to the Super Bowl, almost win one?
So pack him up. Why are we talking about him in the league?
Hold on. Didn't he almost go to the Super Bowl? Didn't he go to the Super Bowl?
He had a good run.
He had that one year.
Didn't he go back to the NFC Championship game? How he had one good run? I don't want to hear that shit. Didn't he go back to the championship game?
You can get to the NFC Championship without.
Didn't he go back to the NFC Championship game?
You mean the NFC Championship game where we had 13 points in there?
Didn't he go back though?
Because we had the ticket. The defense that we had that year, it had nothing to do with Kaepernick.
Okay, man.
No, Frank Gore was one of the best running backs.
This is another reason why I started watching NFL football too.
Let me ask. Wait, Ticket. Now let me ask. If you have that mindset, so you feel Tim Tebow deserves another opportunity? Then
I didn't say that. I don't believe it. I don't believe Tim Tebow's on the level. Hold on. I don't believe he's on the level of Colin Kaepernick.
He definitely will this team.
In 6 years, Colin Kaepernick.
He was definitely better than Tebow. No, I ain't doing that. No. He's better than Tebow.
I don't know. If we just out here just hoping on prayers.
The hate is real, bro. The hate is real, bro.
He was better than Tebow. I ain't doing that. No, I'm not doing that, Ticket. He was definitely better than Tebow.
Tebow got to the exact same point they got to with Peyton Manning the following season. If Colin Kaepernick deserves a shot, hey man, get Tebow back in the league.
Isn't Tebow the one Skip Bayless was glazing?
Okay, not only that. First and foremost, let's be clear about one thing, Damo. The whole time John Elway was up in the box when Tebow was doing what he was doing, he was looking at that dude like he is so out of here. As soon as the season is over, he is gone.
So let me ask you a question. This man Damo said Colin Kaepernick couldn't play. And again, that was the last year I watched football. What happened with Cap, right? NFL football. Watch this. I'm gonna say this to you. That year, he threw 16 touchdowns, only had 4 interceptions, 59% completion. What are y'all talking about? He had 2,241 yards. What are y'all talking about?
How many games did he play?
12. Only 12 games, and he started 11.
Right.
The year he went to the Super Bowl, when he played 16 games, the year he went to the Super Bowl,
that 1 year,
he was right. But and then the next year he went to the NFC Championship game. Those years he was right on par. The last year he was in the league to those years, he was right on par. Hold on, chill. Hold on, chill. The year he went, hold on, we ain't gonna cap. The year he went to the Super Bowl, he only threw 58.4% completion. But his last year in the league, he was 59.2. Then that year he threw 21 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. His last year, he had 16 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions.
Right. In 12 games. Now, Ticket, rewind back to what you just
3 touchdowns a game. That's like
9
points.
You already beat me to it, Mars.
What's 9 points gonna do?
Show me the hate, Chitchat. Bring the hate to me, Chitchat. Bring the hate now.
What's 9 points gonna do? That's not doing anything.
Bring the hate, Chitchat. I want you to bring the hate, Chitchat.
I'm 49. First and foremost, I believe 49.
I used to be too, Chitchat. I used to be too. And look, Chittown, I used to be too. Because I used to come from the days of Jerry Rice, the days of Steve Mariucci, the days of goddamn Steve Young at the quarterback position playing with T.O. The days of I used to be a 49ers fan too before I started watching football. But Chittown, what y'all not gonna do is, and this is what y'all like to do, y'all like to degrade Colin Kaepernick. Y'all like to dumb him down.
I'm just not going to make him to be a bigger deal than what he actually is. We talking about a dude who in the NFC who when we played against Green Bay, he threw for 200 yards and ran for 200 yards. He threw for 200 yards.
Ron, I'm gonna leave it like this, Ron. I'm gonna leave it like this. These dudes is all haters, Ron. I'm gonna tell you why, Ron.
And he had to run for 200 yards. That's not because we didn't get enough offense or we didn't have enough offense in order for us to win. Because we had damn good wideouts. We had a damn good offense with Frank Gore, right? We had a damn good offense.
Let me ask you a question.
Damn good offensive line.
How many touchdowns? Let me ask you a question. How many touchdowns is good for a quarterback throwing touchdowns per season?
Patrick
A good
Mahomes got
quarterback?
50 that one time.
A good quarterback ticket? Not an average car. A good quarterback?
Yeah.
At least 30.
At least, okay, Kaepernick was on that way. He was headed towards that direction his last year in the league.
No, he wasn't. Ticket. He only played 12 games and he threw 16 touchdowns. No, he wasn't.
Right, hold on. Right, so hold on.
So 4 more games, he was gonna throw 18 touchdowns. No, he wasn't.
If he's throwing 2 to 3 touchdowns a game,
in 4 more games, he was gonna throw 10 more touchdowns, 12 more touchdowns.
When was he throwing 2 or 3 a game? When did that happen?
He never did that ever.
Okay, so if he threw 2 more touchdowns for the rest of that season, how many touchdowns is that, Chitchat?
Well, 16 plus 2 is 18.
Yeah.
If he threw how many more touchdowns?
16 plus 8. So if he threw 8 more TDs the rest of that season.
So if he threw 24 touchdowns, that would have been good.
That's not bad.
But he wasn't throwing 2 touchdowns a game, though, Ticket. That's the problem. He was barely throwing 1. Barely.
Were you winning?
It wasn't because
the
of him.
goalpost is flying all over.
So it wasn't because of him, right? It wasn't because of him.
It wasn't Ticket. And I was a Kaepernick fan because of the athlete that he was. But again, I watched him. He clearly did not do his homework as a quarterback. Clearly.
But he got to a Super Bowl, right?
Because we had the number 1 defense in the league. We had the number 1 defense in the league.
Okay, no problem. We're going to dumb down Kaepernick. That's why I started watching NFL football, man.
And we had a big-time running back.
All y'all hate on Kaepernick. All them dudes hate on Kaepernick, Ron. They all hate on Kaepernick, and they find a reason for the dude not to be in the league. They want to find a reason for him. Now, Damo said he should be a bench player. I didn't hear Chitchat say he shouldn't be in the league. I didn't hear that. No, I'm just saying, bro. Last time I seen him, he was a starter. Last time I watched the NFL.
And he was mid.
Okay, cool.
His completion percentage was mid.
Right, hey Ron, but Ron, I would take you to good men and you're winning, Ron.
He could definitely be somebody's backup, though. Definitely, if not second string, absolutely third string. That's the only thing I'm saying. I've never said he should be a starter, even though there are a lot of weak starters that don't get 20 touchdowns in the NFL. But he should at least be somebody's backup quarterback. That's
Ron, what was his overall record?
You're throwing up the numbers. I don't know who you're comparing him to. Tyrod Taylor? Who are you comparing him to?
Yeah, what was his overall record, Ron?
I don't know. I just know.
With these haters in here?
Kicked by the Seahawks.
Since we got some haters in the house.
Yeah, man. You got the haters, man. Give Colin Kaepernick a drop.
Yeah.
Hating on mid is crazy.
Yeah, 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in the playoffs.
Hey, I'm just keeping it 100 while y'all lying.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He's good compared to, I don't know, Chad Henne. But if we're talking about actual starting quarterbacks, he's mid. That's why he wasn't in the league. And then y'all wanted to make it
Hold on, wait. No, Dom.
All right, bro.
At the time he was in the league, he was a top 20 at least quarterback. At least.
What the fuck?
At least.
All right.
We did a top 20 quarterbacks in 2016.
So is he at 20? Is he closer to 20 or closer to 15?
I said when he was in the league, right? Like if we were to pull up right now,
when he was in the league, you're right. When he was in the league, if he's top 20, is he closer to 20 or 15?
He's closer.
Definitely closer.
Okay, how many teams?
He could be 20. He could be 20.
If he's 20, how many teams are in the NFL, Ron? Let me know.
It's 30. We know why he didn't get signed. We know why. I never said he wasn't mid. I never said he wasn't mid.
That wasn't for you. That wasn't for you. That was for Ticket.
Okay.
That was for Ticket. For sure.
So if he was mid 7 years ago and hasn't played in the NFL for 7 years, what's the justification for trying to bring him back?
And you know what's funny, Mars? Years ago, he had an opportunity to have a workout held for him so he could get back in the league when he was closer to.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth, though.
And no. Hold on. He had a chance, and you know what he did? Squandered it because he did too much. He changed the location. Yes,
that's not true.
He changed the location multiple times. He showed up late. He was being a diva about it.
That's not true, Ron. That's not true. You're a liar. What happened was they tried to give him a bogus contract where he was signing away his rights. Therefore, when they tried to do him dirty and make it seem like he couldn't play no more, he couldn't turn around and sue the league no more. That's what they did. And he was smart enough to read. He was smart enough to read the fine print. That's what happened. Tell the truth, bro.
Which he did sue the league, by the way, and won. He did do that.
That's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
So
the reason he was held out of the league was definitely unjust. No one is debating that. He definitely should be.
Damo, they say you lying in the comment section, Damo. They say you lying.
And they say you a crybaby and you don't listen to him. Now you want to listen to him because it's me?
Hey, the only person that's crying is you right now, dog. You sound like BB Wines.
Hey, I got a couple more super chats I want to read before we end.
Go ahead, Ron. Let's get
to these. Rice Poppy said sources are saying Dame to Miami is close and could be done in 2 weeks before training camp. Portland doesn't want the drama going on during camp.
Dame should
Yeah,
just
you'll
retire,
see.
man. Dame should just
What y'all
retire.
think? The sources also say that Dame is threatening that he ain't going to show up to no other camp except for Portland or Miami if he gets traded anywhere else. He's a liar. If he gets traded anywhere else, he's going to show up because if he doesn't after 30 days, they hold his rights and he can't go anywhere else. He'll lose all his money and have to retire. That's a new rule they put in the CBA that I love. So now when players do dumb stuff like Jason, excuse me, I was going to say Jason Shitlock, but when dudes do dumb stuff like James Harden, you can't come and hold out no more and do dumb stuff like that. You James Harden and you miss and you're 30 days late to the camp, the team holds your rights. You can't sign with no other team in the NBA. Your career's over with.
Brax with the super chat said, Chill be confusing the triangle offense with when he saw the pyramids get built.
Yo, why y'all be disrespecting? Yo, go ahead, man.
I take a ticket, yo. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Clowns, bro.
It's cool, yo. It's cool. It's cool.
Even I haven't said you're 4,000 years old.
I don't. The reason why I don't trip on it. The reason why I don't trip on it because I'm so straight with me. These goofies that's out here, they kids. They think like kids. They act like kids, and that's what a kid is say. So I'm straight. These dudes, I'm good.
Hell kid.
Don't trip on that. I'm straight.
Random guy speak said, Ticket on this cat matter. Go ahead and chill. Because if you guys are going to talk about this, then just go ahead and bring me up and I will educate you. You are uninformed on this. He said, please, Ticket, just stop. There is so much you are missing out on in this cat.
Well, actually, it wasn't. I was in the middle of it. Actually, I'm the first one that ever went to the NFL league office and protested him being blackballed from the league. I was the one who went up there. I was the first one who went up there for the protest. The video's on YouTube years ago when I went up there. Y'all didn't know that. I'm about that action for real. I went in there for real, Ron. I went right into the league office in New York. I walked right in the building, right in there, and they almost let me up. Them fools thought I played in the NFL because I was so big and strong. The dude almost let me up, and I was getting to the elevator because when you walk in, it's a desk with the NFL shield downstairs, right? And it's a receptionist, and he's like, "Oh, you here to see Roger?" He's like, "Oh, who you here to see?" I said, "I'm here to see Roger." He's like, "All right, going up." He thought I played in the NFL. As soon as I was ready to go up, somebody else asked a question like, "Hey, you playing the league?" I was like, "No, I don't play in the league." He said, "You got an appointment?" I was like, "No, I ain't got an appointment." They're like, "What you doing here?" I said, "I came to protest this shit." And then they was like, "Oh, well, you can't go up there like that, you know." And then as soon as I was ready to go up, here he comes down with like a whole bunch of security and walks out right out the building, right past us. I tried to say something, but it was so many people that was protecting him. It couldn't happen, but that video's on YouTube.
You better than me. I'd have got the lion. Oh yeah, I'm on the practice squad for the Panthers. You bugging?
CK said, Chill getting upset when people bring up his age, knowing good well he photobombed the Mona Lisa.
No, I didn't photobomb. I actually went out with her. How about that?
Ooh,
me and Mona Lisa, we like that. And if for the record, I'd like to think I look damn good if I was hanging out with Mona Lisa. If I got it like that.
Hey, random guy speaks. You say I'm lying. Anybody that knows me know I'm telling the truth. You can ask people in the comment section. They probably seen that video. People that know me, they saw that video when I went up there. They thought I was crazy as hell going up there. I wasn't crazy. I was dead serious.
I think he could be a better version of
Ron. And don't ever go to New York and drive up there. I'll never drive up there again. As soon as I drove to New York, I got pulled over in the Hummer for having out of shape flags. That's the first tags. That's the first thing, Chill. And the second thing, parking is a BI. You know what? I paid goddamn $100 in parking out there, bro.
Good luck. Good luck trying to find a parking space anywhere.
Chill, you was gonna answer this. Blue Champagne said, Chill, who was Sebastian Telfair with college today?
I think he could be a better version of Van Fleet because they kind of had similar games. Telfair get to the basket. I think he had better ball handler. I think he a little bit better scorer, but I think he was just as good at distributors, and they were both pretty much the same size. Yeah, I think he could be a better version of Van Fleet if he could have kept his head on straight. He one of them dudes that needed to go to school.
Isaiah JP said Chill took Cleopatra to prom.
Isaiah, if I took Cleopatra to the prom, if she letting me take her to the prom, what does that say about me? Because Cleopatra was a babe.
Also, she was
Chill. These people talk about their life. I asked 1,000 people to go up there with me. One person went up there with me.
Cleopatra was a very promiscuous young lady.
Cleopatra was a hoe, 100%. But if she gave me, if she gave me a shot, then she wouldn't be doing that no more.
She was.
Yeah, but if she gave me a shot, she wouldn't be doing
She's
that
probably
no more.
rolling in her tomb right now, hearing us say this, but she was.
Yeah. She wouldn't be doing that no more if she gave me a shot, though. She would have shut it down for me.
How?
Mhm.
How?
She would have hung her whole hat up. It would have no more of that.
I just don't see how in a million years we get to Cleopatra being promiscuous. Never mind. Eddie Wilson said, Ron, you better read all my super chats. Got you. Buddy OG said, everyone keeps it 100 about reading the chat, but chill.
That's because I don't read the chat. So
Eli the Misfit said, Cap had 2 good years and played well as last year.
I said he played well as last year. Damo capping ass said he didn't. Lying ass, capping ass.
Nigga was mid.
CK said, ticket. How's the priority parking over there in DR?
Oh, I'll be there tonight. It should be all right.
Why 8MS said James B? I can't. My other account is a member.
I will be in Orlando Airport for a little while before I go.
Why 8MS said I ain't maxed out yet, bruv. CK said, read my previous super chat, Ron, and the crayon.
I think we read that.
Y8MS said, Chill is scared of Buddy. Don't even got him saying his name.
W reading.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Radell's Goat Take said, Ron, peep my last super chat. I need Chill's response.
That was about Curry.
Yeah.
That was about Curry instead.
Y8MS said Shaq won a championship. What did you win, bruv? Alan R said L Dub.
Facts.
Y8MS said,
hey, yo.
I'm not reading that, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
Come on, y'all. Blue Champagne said, well, who's Sebastian Telfair with some college?
Yeah,
he already
he
got
did that.
Y8MS said, yo, Ron, read all my super chats, bruv. I got you.
He doing it.
Breakdown became a member today. Y8MS said, chill. I don't chill, quote unquote. I really don't look at the chat head ass.
Hey, chill, this dude from the UK, he over here sending pounds or euros.
WUK, let's go. WUK.
Yeah, he from the UK. I figured him out.
Y8MS said, yo, Ron, unban my other account, Me Red.
Oh, I know him.
Me Red. I like this account better than the old one. Keep this going, brother. CK said, Chill outlived his life sentence. Wow.
Well, if that's true, then what I'm still doing? Damn, they let me out of prison. They let me out of prison.
Yeah, you served the life sentence. You just didn't die.
How about that? So they let me out to kill some other people.
Someone said Eve cheated on Adam with Chill.
Hey, Chill, they don't know that jail life is a different beast, bro.
No, they don't.
They don't know that. It's a whole different world in there, boy.
D9 says, shout out the panel and chat. Best show on YouTube by far. 100. Eli the Misfit with his daily super chat said, Chill don't want Buddy to come up here. Y8MS said, James B, I'm better than greatest. The peanut head.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Eddie Wilson said, drop the link for Buddy. Y8MS said, respect Buddy OG and respect the chat, bruv. Random Guy Speaks said, not too much on Brady now. Y8MS said, facts, James B. Y8MS said, ticket nickels, bootstrap TV, lick it. TV Terry Cloth TV.
Just make sure your girl ain't texting me like DJ Envy Girl was texting Tyrese. Whether it's NBA, NFL, or you sing. She said, I want to give you everything. And she told me, yeah, nigga, don't have me singing hymns to your girl.
All right, y'all. You know what time it is. It's time to end the show, but we will be here at the same time tomorrow, and we will be talking about the Dallas Mavericks. So y'all,
hey, Bob, don't duck me, son.
Let's do it.
Don't duck me,
Use them all.
son.
Great show.
Don't duck me,
No
son.
doubt.